Yes, yes, yes. It's Raphael Dawkins with the Combat Radio. And this feels slightly surreal, slightly surreal. The music's too loud. Turn the music down. Okay, that's an acceptable level. Okay, so what we're looking for. You know the headlines. Where's the headline? Where's the damn headline? Oh, damn. We received the notification. YouTube's doing good. Close that down. Close that down. Where's the headline? We're looking for the headline. It's all about the headlines. Matter of fact, rat-tat-tat-tat. Let me share my screen with you. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, what's it looking like? What's it looking like? Terrible. Let's line this up nicely for your viewing for your viewing pleasure. Okay, that looks a little bit better. Let's go the whole hog. Let's go the whole way. What does it look like now? Okay, that looks acceptable. So, the headline is breaking news. Jarrell Big Baby Miller has tested positive for a performance-enhancing drug. Let's have a look at this article better. Let's have a look at it more better. Let me adjust my mic. Okay, that's nice. Okay, so Big Baby Miller has tested positive for a performance-enhancing substance and has been pulled from the July 9th fight with Jerry Forrest, which was scheduled to go ahead on ESPN. Sources told The Athletic. Miller was set to fight Anthony Joshua last year before testing positive for 3 powerful PEDs. And damn, who reported this? Oh, yeah, so that was Mike Coppinger, retweeted by Raphael Dawkins Combat Radio. Never heard of him. Okay, so what's going down? Quick on that, Raf. It's the weekend. You should be resting. Man's in the COVID era. All man is doing is resting and riding my bike like a lunatic. OMG, says Ruben Guerrero. Okay. Let's drop that down. And let's get the headline up. What the hell's that? What's that open there for? Too many windows open. What the hell's that one? Yeah, that's another unneeded window that's open. And first things first. Damn, I don't want to close that one. That's an interesting article. And close that one down. Let me close some windows down so we don't have any accidents around here. Too many windows open. What else can we get rid of? No. Okay, all of those are necessary. Let's get back over here and see what's going down. Someone spiked Miller's needle with steroids. Oh dear, it's most unfortunate. What's going on in the chat? Matter of fact, before I get to the comments, let me just see what I've got up here. Let me see. Have we sorted this thing yet? Let's get the headlines up. And let's do the sound check. Matter of fact, before I get to the comments. Yes. The sound is in order. Let me upload this thing right quick. Too many pictures around here. Let's go ahead and get this background in right quick. Boom. Okay, so now we're good. And let's get the headline up. Doing all of this live. And then we can get further into the story get a little bit deeper. Let's try and scratch. Let's try and scratch below the surface. Boom. Okay. So now we're great. Right. So let's. Now we fixed up. Now we sorted out. Oops. Almost forgot. Whoops. Did I just say whoops? I think I did. Let's post this up into boom, boom, boom. Okay. So let's post it up now. You see that? Yeah. Link is in the chat. Link is in the chat. Okay. So where are we now? Okay. So let's see what people have to say. Bitcoin boxing up in the building. James Jameson up in the building. Shahid Soleil. I haven't seen Shahid Soleil in a while. The Reverend Pickles says he'll be back in 10. He should be back by now, Reverend. What's going on? What's going on? Must be praying for somebody. Who are you praying for, Reverend? Who is the Reverend praying for? I hope you're not going to set your dog on him. Come on, be nice. Be nice. Kevin Smith. Kevin Smith. I recognize that name from Twitter. Has he had his say yet? And if so, what's he come out with? Good question, Kevin. Ruben Guerrero up in the building. Okay. Damn, Reverend Pickles has just got back. He was good for his word. He said he'd be back in 10. And he's back in 10. Maybe 9. Okay. Madness, 3 strikes and you're out for me. I took a liking to Miller. Thought he would do well. Miller certainly could be a problem. I thought he could be a problem. I thought he could be a problem, but it seems like Miller's got a problem with the needles. What I want to know is what was the substance and what was the quantity. I want to know the substance. I want to know the name of the substance, and I want to know the quantity that was found in his system. I think that would be very, very illuminating. So Bitcoin boxing, it's got the needle emblem. Yes, and thanks for the shout. Thanks for hooking me up with the story. Bitcoin boxing. I already found out elsewhere, but yeah, he was quick on the heels. Quick on the heels. Good reporting. Thank you very much. Yes, said Miller to the chemist. Yes. Excellente. Allegedly, blood traces found in his sample. Oh my gosh, Miller. So Shahid Soleil says Miller should be banned for life. If this is true, again, what's going on with this man? He needs help. Maybe rehab would do the trick, and that's a good question because I was backstage in the back room in the back door, having a discussion elsewhere, and there was a question: is Miller? I need to write this down so I don't forget it. Is Miller an addict? I should be writing this down in the damn. What am I doing? Why don't I just write it down in here? Write it down there and put it up on the damn screen. Why don't I do that? And the question is Miller an addict? Or is he, I don't know, psychologically? Yeah. Is he psychologically dependent? And is there a difference? Boom. Damn. I always have to edit it. Where's the question mark? Well, there it's there now. Boom. Is Miller an addict or is he psychologically dependent? And is there a difference betwixt the two? That's something that we're going to be looking at. But let's get back into into the chat. Okay, a life ban could potentially kill a life ban. He could potentially kill someone. Yeah, absolutely. What's popping? Jarrell Miller's veins are popping with the shizzle. The shizzle that he's been injecting, allegedly ejecting again. Has he had his say yet? And if so, what is he coming out with? Where are we? There's more comments here. 3 strikes and you're out. Absolutely. Fight doctor in the house. Fight doctor in the building. Fight doctor, what you up to? There's the link. Jump in. Go on. Fight doctor always got something, always got an interesting angle. So let's go. Jump in, fight doctor. Who else we got? Philip Carl Roberts. I don't know the substance, but given the track record, I think it's safe to dismiss Benylin. Don't know what the hell Benylin is. That sleep? Is that sleep thing? The cough mixture helps you go to sleep when you're a little kiddie. People like Liam Cameron getting banned for 4 years with a minimal trace of the devil's dandruff. Compare the 2 cases. Now it's crazy. Yeah, well, I mean, Dillian White got banned for an over-the-counter pre-workout drink. 2 years for a pre-workout. Jarrell Miller had 3 strong PED substances in his system. And he didn't really get a ban. He just got, he had to wait 6 months to get his license back. It wasn't actually a ban. It's kind of crazy out there. Jarrell must be kicking himself. How's he kicking himself? Surely he kicked himself the first time. Why did he be kicking himself the second time? Clearly something's wrong. Did he not kick himself the first time? And if he didn't kick himself the first time, is he going to be kicking himself the second time? And if he kicked himself the first time, then clearly he didn't kick himself hard enough because it happened again. What's going on here? I know what I need to do. Uno momento. Mami, slow up your tempo. Where we at? I know exactly what I need to do. I got to put this link over. Are they still on the call? Are they still on the damn call over there? What the hell's going on? Where we at? Okay, let me drop this link over there. Boom. So come on in, bitches. Pardon my expression. Live. We are live. Ooh. Okay, let me drop it somewhere else. That's one. I've already dropped the link over there on where is it? On Twitter. We are live. Ooh. Okay, so that's multiple locations. What the hell am I doing? Was I sharing that? No, you can't see that. Boom. Okay, so where am I now? Too many windows. Where am I now? I need to shut some of these things down. Damn it. Navigating all over the shop. Where we at? Everyone is on the PEDs. Everyone's on the PEDs. Hold on. Let me go to Ruben Guerrero again. Where we at? Jarrell must be kicking himself. He's not still with Eddie. Could have had his B sample. OMG. Well, listen, you want to talk about B samples, yeah? How's about this for a concept? There's a guy who works, what's his name? Charlie Whiting? I think his name's Charlie Whiting. There's a guy who, yeah. Should I leave that up there? Should I take that down? Let me take that. Let me take that down a little bit. I think everybody knows what. Oh, maybe just leave it up there. Okay, fair enough. There's a guy called Charlie Whiting. I think his name is Charlie Whiting. Works for the British Boxing Board of Control, who allegedly found something irregular with Dillian White's sample. However, now catch this. Charlie Whiting also works. Is it for the WBC? I think it's for the WBC. Now, How easy would it be for Charlie? Well, I best not slander the man's name, but is that not a conflict of interest in the situation over here? There's allegations that good old Charlie there could have pulled a few strings. I'm not saying it, but I mean, it's been said. It's been said, and I'm only putting it out there for discussion, but it's been said that good old Charlie there might have, pulled a few strings over at the BOC on behalf of the WBC. Just raise a question mark over Dillian White's sample. And then, it's going to take some time. And then boom, he's out of the way. Dillian White's out of the way. He's a pest. He's out of the way. Now he can go ahead. Yeah. Good old Charlie Whiting. I'm not saying it. I'm not making the allegations. I'm merely reporting on allegations which have been made. Which may have been made. To say that, somebody who works for the British Boxing Board of Control. It's the testing. What's the BOC? Whatever. Anyway, BOC. Yeah, that's it. Somebody who works for the BOC also works for the WBC. Do the math. You ever play Connect the Dots when you was a kiddie? Well, there you go. There you have it. So, yeah, that makes a lot of, that explains a lot. Everyone is on the PEDs. Well, I'm going to need to see. Yeah, you're going to need to send some screenshots on that, my friend. That's what you call a hypothesis. Well, actually, is it a hypothesis? Because if it's a hypothesis, then surely you need something to back it. Surely, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna need some screenshots. Inside joke over here, Jameson. Yes. Was it Nandrolone? That's a question. Was it Nandrolone? Well, the question is, what the hell? What the hell was it? What the hell was he on? And as a matter of fact, rat-tat-tat-tat, why don't we just go ahead and have a look for that right now? Let's just pull up all the stories on it. Jarrell Miller. PED. Let's go PED, because originally when I looked for the story, there was none about it. It was just the original report. Boom. Where are we? Jarrell Miller tests. Let's share the screen. What the hell's wrong with me? Why the selfishness, man? Come on. You're better than that, Rafi. Come on, drop that one. And let's share this one. Let's share the sharing process. Let's share the exploration process. Jarrell Miller tests fails. Another PED test out of July 9 fight. What's that with? That's with Boxing Scene. Jarrell tests positive for PED again. Damn, you can't even see that, can you? Can't even see that. Well, let's head back over there. Let's head back over there and drag this over here and just get the damn screen bigger. Okay, it's more respectable. Jarrell Miller comes clean on taking PEDs. Now that was last year, June 2019. Jarrell Miller tests positive for PEDs once again. Okay, 1 hour ago. Who's this with? Ring TV? Who the hell's Ring TV? Do I use them? Let's have a look. Let's see what the emblem's like. Oh, yeah. Oh, damn. Oh, yeah, the Ring. The Ring magazine, Ring TV. Okay. So this is a somewhat respectable site. Somewhat respectable. I think we can... Who's that down there? That's Oscar De La Hoya, because the Golden Boy bought it. Is that true? Golden Boy bought Ring? That's what I heard. I never really looked into that story, but anyway, let's have a look. What's going on? Okay, so Jarrell Miller tests positive for PEDs once again. July 9 fight off. What's going on in the chat? Big Belly Pharmacy is back at it once again, says Vizo. James. James. Link is in the chat, James. Dirty cheat, says James. Yeah, I didn't know about the Charlie Whiting situation. Probably after. Didn't I do that one time? Didn't I do a show? I'm pretty sure, Reverend Pickles. Pretty sure I did a show where I talked about that scenario, with the WBC, with the conflict of interests. You know, having a foot in both camps, being in position to, you know, listen, man, being in position to, you know, smooth the way, oil the way. Yeah, that's business. That's business. It ain't nothing new. It's been going on from the beginning of time. Politics, politricks. Oh, you know, such and such. Yeah, he works at such and such. Oh, because I want to do this. I want to, you know, I want to achieve this ends. And if you know such and such, then maybe you can talk to him. Maybe we can arrange a dinner. Yeah, so you arrange with him. You talk to him, then get back to me, and then we go for a drink, go for a dinner. You go for a dinner at the golf club. Oh, you know, remember? I can get you in there. That's no problem. Okay, talk to him, and then I'll take you out for dinner. All of you, both of you. And then, you know, maybe we go back, you know, have a little, you know, I know a man who knows a man who gets the good, you know, that's how it works. Big, juicy, big belly pharmacy Miller. UCAD. Oh, that's right. UCAD. That's right. UCAD. Sorry, what was I saying? British Boxing Board of Control now. I meant UCAD. I've actually forgotten what that stands for. UCAD. Yeah, somebody tell me. Somebody remind. I don't need anybody to tell me. I'll just put it up here. I'll just put it up here so I can jog my memory. What does UCAD stand for? I've forgotten. UCAD. What's he gonna tell me? Okay, UK anti-doping. Thank you. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, UCAD stands for UK anti-doping. Slipped my mind. What's going on? Philip Carl Roberts up in the building. T. White. I can dismiss your claim because I am not on PEDs. Granted, I'm not a fighter, but you generalized. I wanted to see White versus Miller at some time. That would have been a belter. It's one hell of a belter. I'd have watched that. Just imagine Miller PED'd up to his eyeballs. Taking all the shots from Dillian White and then just marching on like the Terminator. That could have been horrific. The stamina that those supplements, those substances gave Miller. Oh my Lord, it could be a nightmare. Even against Joshua, I thought, damn, if this guy's not going to get tired, who would Miller not be a problem against? Who would Miller not be a problem against when he's PED'd up to his eyeballs? Which fighter would Miller not be a problem for? PED'd up to his eyeballs. I think it's a problem for virtually everybody. Give me a name. Tell me somebody Miller would not be a problem for. I think it's probably a problem for everybody if he's PED'd up to his eyeballs. You know, that would be problematic for anybody. And so I think that's why it's so important. That's why it's so important that in a situation like this, that Miller be caught. Combat sports, you can't. That's too much of an advantage to have over the next man who is unassisted. That's too much of an advantage to be able to just keep going and going with the GW 15, 16, EPO. Both of those things designed to keep you going. The GW 15 keeps you going. Stamina up there. The EPO, Tour de France guys love it. It keeps them going. So the EPO gives you so much energy, but it also thickens your blood, so you can you can die. You can get blood clots and die. You know, so Tour de France. I've read stories of the Tour de France guys having to get up in the middle of the night and just go for a run, go for a cycle ride at a high pace, because that shizzle in the system, the EPO, is just turning them crazy. They're just so much energy. They gotta go. What's this here? I see something in the background. I see something over in a private chat that I'm involved with. That PED that Miller has now tested positive for is reported to be GW1516. He has also tested positive for this before. OMG. OMG. Are them guys still chatting over there? Still on a live call? Damn. Okay, let me see if I can copy. How do I copy this? Yeah. Yeah, I see you. Okay, we're getting some live copy. Now, let me just open it up in a different window. I'll just open it. Open Sesame. Can I do that? Or is this a copy and paste job? Hold on, I'm just getting breaking news here. Just getting breaking news from the back door. How do I put this up? How do I put this up over here? Okay, well, I'll just read it to you. The PED that, yeah, but we need a visual representation of that. Do I just write it in? Yeah, I'll just write it in here. I'll just write it in there. Yeah, boom. I write it in the chat and show it there. Okay, so allegedly, I'm just hearing word coming from a private chat that I'm involved with. Allegedly breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. The PED that Jarrell Miller has now tested positive for. And what was we just talking about? Wasn't we just talking about the most dangerous thing about Miller? The most dangerous thing about is big baby band. Well, they just found him. They just found him guilty, haven't they? It's a recent thing, Ahmed. So they can't have banned him already. On a memento. What's this here? Let me drop the link again. Boom, boom, boom. Don't be scared to come on and talk about it, people. Don't be afraid of the dark. So, I reiterate, the PED that Jarrell Miller has now tested positive for is reputed to be GW1516. Remember, people, that's the shiznix. That's the shiznix that he got caught with before all of this. Same shiznix. That same thing. Remember, I did all the reports about it, did all the research, and we found that it was a endurance enhancer. There we go. James is not afraid. James is not afraid to go live. James, what's crack-a-lacking?
Yeah, not much. I just saw the
headline.
Title. Yeah, I just saw the title of your video, and I thought, bloody hell, I can't believe it's happening. I can't believe it's happening again.
It's madness, I tell you. It's complete and utter madness. What's going on? It's crazy.
Terrible, isn't it?
Well, I saw it about a few hours ago, maybe 2 hours before he got mainstream. But I saw it just as what is it, Coppinger, John Michael Coppinger, what is his name, whatever his name is. He's with the Athletic as an inside guy, and he posted it up. And so I saw somebody else posted it up, and I saw it immediately. So this is going back a couple of hours. I thought, what, do I go live now? And I thought, no. I'm in the middle. I'm in the back door doing some tidying up and whatnot, tidying up certain things, analytics, looking at the analytics, just making sure that my I's were dotted and my T's were crossed, or the other way around, either way. And I thought, well, I could go now, but then I'm messing up what I need to do. So I'll do what you got to do. Do what you got to do, and then go down to the shops, and then come back, and then go live. So, back in the day, I would have just gone live immediately. But then there's things that you haven't done. So now I just took my time. I saw that the TBV, look around, TBV had gone live. Mr. Nescafe had gone live immediately, predictably, immediately. But now I just take care of all of my chores, everything that I've got to do, and then I go live. So I could have been on this 2 hours ago, but do what you got to do, and then go live. As far as the story is concerned, it's kind of crazy. It's totally crazy. I didn't think the guy would kick his own self in his own big ass the same way again, twice. How you gonna do? How you gonna do? Make the same mistake twice? They're alleging it's that. They're alleging it's that. As a matter of fact, that was just an allegation. I have not substantiated. So I think what I best go ahead and do is look for. Well, it could be in this article, but go ahead. Yeah, it's crazy, James. You go ahead and talk, James. Crazy. Just gonna look.
Just say I can't believe a person that would be caught once, you'd do it again. I thought you'd be extra careful. You'd be monitoring it like crazy, wouldn't you?
You'd be monitoring it like crazy. You think to yourself, well, they're going to be looking at me. They're going to be scrutinizing me. And so as a result of that, I'm gonna have to be squeaky clean. I'm gonna have to be squeaky clean. I heard that he was working with John Conte over there in America, the snack guy, the guy who invented Clear. He invented Clear. You invented a steroid called Clear, and a lot of the athletes were on it. A lot of the American footballers, baseball players, they were on it. It was a super drug. It was a drug. It was a steroid that could pass all detection, and he had a good run with it. He got very rich off it. But the thing is, John Conte, he helped a lot of people legitimately beforehand. So he is a hell of a sporting brain as far as sporting physiology is concerned. So he's a hell of a brain. Now there's allegation. Allegation, is that the right word? There was a notion. There was a notion put out there. If Miller, and I didn't know Miller was working with John Conte, but the notion went as follows. Oh, he's working with Conte, so I must have got it off him. I say no, because Conte got into a lot of trouble with the feds, and he could have been in jail for a long, long time. Instead, he went to an open jail for a short time. And one of the things that he's done, John Conte, one of the things that he's done to redeem himself is he cooperated, and he showed these authorities how to detect certain things. And so now, what's this? Have I got to mute this shizzle? I may have to mute this shizzle. I don't want it just popping up every 2 seconds. Okay, this is it then. Muting the background shizzle. Boom, boom, boom. Consider yourself muted. So John Conte, not you, John Conte, John Conte, I would say no. He's got too much invested in being on the right side of the law. He can't fall off again. So I say, no way has John Conte got anything to do with Jarrell Miller taking GW 15-16. I say no way at all. James.
Yeah, that's probably perfect timing because I literally just got back and I heard you say muted, so I thought, must be me. But but as much as anything, this could be like a John Jones type thing where it'd be like a pictogram or whatever. So something you've taken before stays in your system for a little bit, just like a tiny bit. It shows up in the test. So if he's taken some of this stuff before, it could be the same substance. So if it was a new substance altogether, then he's definitely been taking it. But
great point.
If he's already taken this before and been done for it, this possibly could be the same result, just flagging up again. Same substance.
Great point indeed. That point was made. Is it residual? Is it some residual shizzle? Are we looking at some residual shizzle? Let me go into the chat and see what people are saying. Okay, got drama allergy. What kind of dog is that? That looks like one of them. What is it? The Bordeaux? The Bordeaux? I think it looks like one of them Bordeaux dogs. Bordeaux's. I think it's a French Mastiff in the avatar of got drama allergy. Them things drool a lot, I hear. Where you're wiping down your furniture every 5 minutes. Is that how it goes? Got drama? But anyway, ruined it for American athletes with true talent. Now one's holding the title who recently been caught. What? Will feel okay and not as... I don't know what the hell. You need to write that again, bro. That was tough going. Okay. Forrest fight is off. Yeah, the fight he was scheduled to have is off. Absolutely. GW 15-16 is also known as Endurable, and the secret The secret is in the name, endurance. Went through all of the drugs beforehand when this first popped off back when he first got popped. Although it wasn't the first time he got popped. The first time he got popped in boxing, as we know, many of you will know he got popped in kickboxing also. Marla up in the building says, "Yep, can't believe Miller would be so stupid. Stupid, plain stupid. Doesn't matter if Miller is an addict. He needs a life ban." Oh dear, he's slow roasting in it. He's slow basting. He's slow basting in it. He needs to be banned for life. He needs to be banned for life. Miller ain't that bright. Miller ain't that bright. Well, clearly not. Clearly not. What does he say here? I think he has been on PEDs throughout his boxing career. Refused to enroll in Nevada clean boxing program. Refused to fight out of Brooklyn. Or do you mean outside of Brooklyn? He's probably not expecting to get tested. How the hell could he not expect to get tested? Seriously speaking, how the hell could he not expect to get tested after coming back from being banned? Well, not banned, but from being caught with 3 strong PEDs in his system. Of course, he had to have expected to be tested. Had to. Clearly, he knew that everybody was waiting for his results. So that comes back to the picogram. That comes back to the picogram. Is this a residual? Is this a residual effect of previous usage? That's the question now. Is it going to come down to the John Jones picogram? There was merely a picogram, the head of a needle amount of substances remaining in his system. And that's a bit concerning because obviously I think we can see the defense right now. It's gonna be the picogram thing. It's gonna be the picogram thing. A tiniest trace amount left in his system. Arguably, that could be an argument for Miller, Big Belly Miller. Alternatively, we're gonna have to wait to see what quantity was in his system. If it was more than a picogram, which is a pinhead, and it can be established that shizzle can remain in your system for what was it now? It's a year. It's a year. It's over a year. Because that fight over in Madison Square Garden that was scheduled for what was it? Wasn't it June the 1st? And now we're at the end of June coming up to July. So when did he get popped? Probably got popped 5 weeks before that. So June the 1st what's that? May. So it was the last week in April, May, June. Yeah. Last week in April when he got popped. So this is like a year and it's like 13 months. This is like 13 months down the line. 13 months down the line. And who is this? Who could it be? It's none other than the fight doctor. The fight doctor. What kind of status you on?
Rick James status as always. What's going on, sir?
Yes. The fight doctor. What's going on in America?
So, well, we got the whole COVID-19 deal going on. It's back and new and improved. So other than that, it's business as usual.
Business as usual, and it certainly appears to be business as usual for the man I have named, Big Belly Miller. Talk to me.
Yeah, so everybody's on the PEDs, all right? And when I say everybody, I mean everybody of consequence. Everybody who's in the top 10. Everybody who's on ESPN, who's on PBC, who's on, whatever major media outlet, everyone who's at the top of your, major boxing cards, all those guys, the Canelo Alvarez's, everyone, they're all on something. So no one should be surprised. I'm not surprised. Nobody should be surprised. The fact of the matter is, Miller didn't pay the right people, or he got in wrong with some people, or whatever it was, but he didn't take care of his business. So his name was taken off of that special list, and he got popped. Just that simple.
OMG. Where's my phone? Where's my uplighting? I use my phone for my uplighting. Yeah, James, come in on that.
Yeah, I definitely believe that like pretty much everyone's on the old drugs and that, but I think more probably the bigger people have to, because they're coming up with hundreds of different performance enhancing drugs all the time, different steroids, and they don't actually match the test, do they? Because they have to there's like a list they adhere to, like what they test for. So if you're not testing for something, it won't ever show up. So maybe Jarrell Miller's just not had the good stuff. He's just stuck on the old stuff, and he's thought he needs anyway. So if he wants, maybe that's what it is,
OMG. OMG. Damn. So let me get back into the comment section. Everybody's on it, apparently. The Fight Doctor maintains everybody's on it. Let's go. Before I give my response to that, let's go into the chat and see what they're saying over there. Yeah, so what's going on? They don't always test in the US. It's not like UCAT in the UK. Yeah, I know that they don't always test, but surely they would have, surely. Let me drop the link in the chat again. Surely, Big Belly Miller couldn't have been so stupid as to think he wasn't going to get tested. Of all the people who had no right to think they weren't going to get tested, Big Belly Miller is got to be the number one guy who must have known, who should have expected to get tested. I've got a funny feeling. We're going to get into the article in a second, but I've got a funny feeling that this could be an argument is going to be, you know what? If he comes out and says, listen, I haven't taken anything. This is a residual from, 12 months ago, 13 months ago, almost 14 months ago. This is a residual from 14 months ago. What would you say to that? The Fight Doctor? What would you say if Big Belly Miller came out and said, yo, I ain't taking nothing. I'm innocent. Smashes the table. Like he did at the...
I would say... Yeah. I would say he should be nominated for an Academy Award-winning performance for his role as the best supporting actor. That would be my response.
So your position, the Fight Doctor, your position is that the dude, in your opinion, the dude took something again, and this ain't no residual from 13 and a half months ago. That's your position.
So what I'm saying is this, right?
Yeah.
So first time is an accident. The second time is a trend. So this is the second time you got popped. So where there's smoke, there's fire. And in this instance, half the force is already burned down.
James, could it have been the picogram? Is it a picogram? Yeah. Would you buy the picogram argument? Would you buy that?
I'll definitely buy it, but it depends how much. So if it's like if it's anything that gives him any kind of advantage, because it might be that it's stayed in the system, but let's say it's more than a picogram, let's say it's 100 picograms, does that give you an advantage? Maybe another year ban, 6-month ban until it becomes totally clean would probably the best option. But,
yeah, that's a good question. Sorry, carry on.
No, I said that's it.
Okay, so the question is then how much? The question has to be surely how much of this shizzle was found in his system. I don't think. Yeah, I want to know. Let's hear from Sahid Soleil. Why did they allow Miller to fight again in the first place? If you test his blood 5 years from now on, he will still fail a drug test because his blood is contaminated already. He's full of it. Ban him for life. Okay, that's an interesting argument. Yeah, Barry Bonds made the clear. Watch out for that breathing there, James. I think Barry. It can't be James. Is it James? You both muted or you just muted? Whatever. Yeah, Barry Bond made the clear popular when he got. Well, I think he admitted it, didn't he? Did he get busted or did he admit it? Or they found papers, he was purchasing it. Yeah, something like that. I'm curious about. Oh, he got ratted on. Somebody ratted on him. I'm curious about Eddie Hearn's reaction. Yeah, you know that Eddie Hearn didn't sign him again. I'm curious about Bob Arum's reaction because he was under the Bob Arum, the Top Rank umbrella. So that's very interesting. Very interesting. What does Eddie Hearn think about it, and what does Bob Arum think about it? Very, very interesting. We've got an article. We've got an article right now. John Conte, great fighter. Definitely have to do a boxing talk and fight review involving John Conte of Liverpool. Indeed. Was he microdosing? We need to know. If found guilty, ban Miller for life. Boxing don't need someone like him. Boxing, it's dangerous enough to mess about with drugs in your own system. Yeah, it's very, very dangerous. Very, very dangerous. Big pharmaceuticals, AK pill popping, big papa. Take the man into rehab. More drugs than Boots. Boots is a major pharmacy over here in the UK. He probably thought the pandemic would be over. Probably thought the pandemic. Maybe you mean he probably thought the pandemic would not be over. Maybe that might make more. What is this? JJ says, "Hey Raf, is GW 1516 in Mexican beef?" He could have been addicted to the Mexican beef, the Big Macs. I think the Mexican beef is contaminated with what was that thing called again? What's that drug called again? That Canelo always seems to have in his beef. It's I know the drug. I just can't remember it. Clenbuterol. Clenello. Damn, it wasn't that hard. 1 year is too long. 1 year ban is 1 year is too long for it to still be in his system. Is that what you're saying? Okay. I'm gonna have to look that up to verify that. Do American sports have different attitude towards drugs? The Fight Doctor, does American sports have a different attitude towards drugs than in the UK? Baseball, American football, etc., etc. Is it accepted? Is it more accepted over there, Fight Doctor? Is it more accepted over there? You are muted. No, you're not muted anymore. Yeah.
So that's an interesting question. Honestly, I guess it would just depend on who you ask. To be completely honest, as far as I'm concerned, it's not acceptable. But I mean, like if you look at about 10 years ago, there was a home run race between Mark McGwire and Sammy Sosa. And, you can look at both of these guys and you could tell that they were juicing.
Yeah.
But nobody seemed to care because these guys were hitting home runs left and right. And it generated a lot of excitement for the game of basketball, for the game of baseball, and for Major League, for the major leagues, a lot of excitement and a lot of revenue. So, listen, I guess, I can't speak for all Americans, but, from my point of view, it just seemed that when athletes are breaking records, when they're running faster than ever, when they're scoring more points, that creates a lot more excitement. And, never mind, it just happens to be a side effect of whatever PEDs they're using. People don't seem to pretty much don't seem to care. So, that's just my take.
People don't care so long as the results are impressive.
Right. So as long as you're slam dunking, scoring 50 points, setting home run records, nobody seems to care about all the PED business going on in the background.
Okay. Fury don't do them. Furies don't do them. White's clean, and Wilder would still lose to Tyson if you gave him a double dose of the marching powder and a kryptonite necklace. Damn. Furies don't do them, so we know that they have. White's clean. We know that his test came back clear. We know there's a guy called Charlie Whiting who works for both UCAD and the WBC. There are allegations that Whiting may have, I don't know, maybe was Whiting slipped an envelope? Was Whiting slipped an envelope from the WBC side? I'm not saying what's in the envelope. I'm just saying, was Whiting slipped an envelope? Parties favorable to the WBC side who wanted Dillian White out of the way. Parties may be associated. Well, I don't want to go down that road. Was there an envelope involved is all I'm asking. to someone who works. Let's leave the names out of it, for someone who works both for the WBC and also for UCAD. Is there such an individual, A? And B, did such an individual receive an envelope of sorts to get Dillian Whyte out of the way for a while, long enough for the Fury Wilder fight to be made? Is that a possibility? Did something like that happen? Was an envelope the key causal factor of Dillian Whyte's sample being questioned? Then once he was out of the way for a sufficient amount of time, that cleared the way for Fury Wilder. I'm not saying it was, merely posing the question. Reverend Pickles. Oh, yeah, that was what you just said. Yeah, okay. Heinrich Schmidt says 50 milligram is the usual cutoff value. 50 nanograms. Nanograms? Is that what you're saying? Nanograms per mil. Yeah, maybe something like that. You can tell when they're on it. Well, can you? Can you tell when cyclists are on it by appearance? Are you saying you can tell why? Well, you can tell they're on it by appearance. If so, I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure you can. EPO is measurable for approximately 2 months after usage. Okay, that's EPO. Now we're looking at GW 1516. How long does GW 1516 last in the system? Canelo juice, clenbuterol. I don't know. Clenbuterol is beta 2 simpa. How do you pronounce that word? I've highlighted there. Sympathomimetic. I've never heard that word. Never heard that word before in my life. White out of the way to make Fury mandatory. Interesting theory, Sherlock Dawkins. UCAD are corrupt. No two ways about that, says a reverend. Who's this? Intangible Boxing News. How do you do intangible? Link is in the chat right there if you want to jump on and share your thoughts. What else is this? If this is 100%, how long will the ban be for? Well, damn, that's a good question. How long was his previous ban for? Because he didn't really get a ban, did he? They just refused to reissue his license. So he didn't really get a ban. This time around, what the hell happens to him? It's going to be very, very interesting. But let's get into, does anybody want to say something before I get into the article? Fight Doctor or James?
I was just reading, it said that he got a 6-month ban last time. So this time it'd probably be like a 2-year ban that you probably get.
You got that from the article?
I got it from an article I was just reading. It said
okay. Where's the article from?
BoxingNews24.com.
Okay, yeah. I've used them before. Okay, so let's get into the ring article. Okay, so Jarrell Miller tests positive for PEDs once again. How is this showing up on the screen? Okay, it looks okay this far. Let's get into, it's written by Dan Raphael. Let's make this a tad bit bigger so you guys can see it on your screens. Let's bring this up a bit. Yeah, boom. That's big enough. Surely you can see that. Yeah, okay. Let's go. So, heavyweight Jarrell Big Baby Miller has failed yet another drug test and cost himself another fight. Man, that guy must be on suicide watch. No, it's not joking about suicide, but damn. How does he feel now? Okay, Miller tested positive for the banned substance GW 1516 in a test conducted by the Voluntary Anti-Doping Association, more commonly known as VADA, and his fight with Jerry Forrest was cancelled on Saturday, today. Miller and Forrest were scheduled to square off in a 10-round bout set to headline the top-ranked boxing card on ESPN on July the 9th. Damn, what's that? 3 weeks away? 2.5, 3 weeks away. Damn. At the MGM Grand Las Vegas, in what was supposed to be Miller's first fight since signing a co-promotional deal with Top Rank, Bob Arum's Top Rank in January. First promoter Lou DiBilla confirmed the positive test, as did Top Rank. Okay, so Lou DiBilla confirmed the test. They wrote that twice. Okay, so Lou DiBilla said, "We're aware of the situation and Miller will be placed on temporary suspension on Monday morning by the Nevada State Athletic Commission," said Top Rank spokesman Evan Korn. And he told that to the Ring magazine. Okay, so the 6'4", 300-pound Miller, 23-0-1, 20 KOs, age 31, from Brooklyn, New York, has not fought since he knocked out the then undefeated Bogdan Dinu. Damn, I didn't know Bogdan Dinu was undefeated. Okay. In the fourth round in November 2018. November 2018. So we're now in. Okay. So So even if he gets a 6-month suspension, just a 6-month suspension, which I can't believe it will be that light. But even if he did get a 6-month suspension, then that would take us from where? June up to December, end of the year. Any which way you cut it, the next time Jarrell Miller gets in the ring, and it probably takes another 6 months to make the first fight. So any way you cut it, the next time Jarrell Miller will get in the ring, if he ever does get back in the ring, it'll be like what? We're looking at 2.5 years. We're looking at 2.5 years. If Jarrell Miller does come back, he won't have been in the ring for 2.5 years, even if the ban is light. Wow. That's incredible. 2.5 years. Wow. So he's messed up. Any which way you cut it, he's messed up. And I keep on hearing something like a woodpecker. Have I got a woodpecker outside my house? What the hell's going on? Just hear some woodpecker sound. But anyway, what is this here? After the fight, he was tapped to challenge. Yeah, he was touted to challenge England's Anthony Joshua for his 3 world title belts. Okay, however, Miller was dropped from the fight with about 5 weeks to go because the New York State Athletic Commission refused to issue him a boxing license after he failed 4 VADA administered random drug tests for 3 different banned substances: GW15, human growth hormone, and EPO, over the span of a few days. Andy Ruiz stepped in. We know what happened there. He should be banned from boxing, said DiBilla to the Ring, after being informed of Miller's latest positive test on Saturday. Obviously, he needs to get some help. He needs a psychological evaluation. Look, I've known Miller since he was a kid, and I like him, but he shouldn't be in boxing. This is not normal. I'm more amazed at the moment than I am angry. Totally amazed. Shocking. That's why I'm thinking to myself, and I'm making no excuses for Big Belly Miller, but I'm getting the feeling that this could be some residual shizzle in his system. We'll go into that a bit more later, because I can't believe he'd be dumb enough to do it again. I cannot believe that. I mean, if the tests come back and show that it was a significant amount and not the merest traced element, not the merest of trace elements. If it comes back as the merest of trace elements and it can be shown that this could be caused by his previous usage over a year ago, then I could say, this is sad for the sport. He forced a heavyweight title fight at Madison. He forced a heavyweight title fight at Madison Square Garden to be canceled because he tested positive for everything under the sun, and no commission required him to enter into testing until just 4 weeks ago. Hold on. No commission forced him to enter into testing until just a few weeks ago. Good Lord. He wasn't in a year-round program. He wasn't in the WBC's clean boxing program, and now this. Damn. How much is this? How much of this is there? How much is left of this? Damn. What am I, a newscaster? How much am I expected to read? This is ridiculous. Okay, so this is your boy, Big Baby Miller here. An emotional Miller said at the time. A lot can be said. Okay, that was his previous excuse. That was a previous excuse. I'm going to come back and correct it. I'm going to come back better. That's what he said the last time around. I'm humbled by the experience. That's what he said the last time around. Getting dumped from a fight with Joshua cost Miller a career high purse of $4.875 million. He was also due to earn additional money from a percentage of the pay-per-view profits from the Sky Sports office in the United Kingdom. In addition, Miller lost out on at least another $3 million because his deal with the U.S. broadcaster DAZN for the Joshua fight called for two $1.5 million comeback fights in the event of a loss to Joshua. Okay, so he was guaranteed his 4.8. He was also guaranteed a slice of the pie from Sports Box Office. He was also guaranteed 2 fights at $1.5 million if he lost. Not against Joshua, but against other parties, people, fighters. So he lost what? That's 5, 8, at least 8 mil. 5. Well, that 4.8 would probably become 5.8. So call that 6. And then another 3, that's 9. And then what else? Yeah, about 9 mil. Okay, so that fight, dropping out of that fight, cost him around 9 mil, all in all. Miller was never suspended by any commission last year. And then Top Rank signed him to co-promote him with Dimitri Salita and Greg Cohen, who have been with him for years. Miller was recently licensed by the Nevada Commission for the July 10th date, though the commission ordered enhanced testing ahead of the fight, which apparently is what caught him. Okay, so Miller also failed a drug test in 2014 when he was participating in Glory Kickboxing. So like I said before, he failed while he was in kickboxing. Then he tested positive in a urine sample for the banned substance methamphetamine, whatever that says, in connection with the decision loss to Mirko Cro Cop. Okay, so that was the substance he was taking when he lost to Mirko Cro Cop. Renowned kickboxer, also went into mixed martial arts. Seen him give some brilliant knockouts and seen him folded up terribly himself. Anybody want to see Mirko Cro Cop? Not now, but afterwards, go check out his fight with Kevin Randleman. Go check out Mirko Cro Cop, Kevin Randleman 1. Who else? Which other fight of his can I recommend? Which other fight of his can I recommend?
Any of his pride fights were good, weren't they?
Say that again?
Any of his pride fights?
Any of his pride fights, bro. I was talking about his knockouts. Gonzaga. Yeah, Gonzaga in the UFC. Mirko Cro Cop versus Gonzaga in the UFC. If you want to see two absolutely sick knockouts, then you go check them out. I guess I should write those down so people can remember the names. And let me get back. Yeah, so you guys carry on. James, your reflections on the article.
Yeah, it was interesting to see that he said the one at the bottom there about the connection with Mirko Cro Cop, an absolute known drug offender himself. So
yeah,
he thought he had to get some in the old veins to fight Mirko Cro Cop. But yeah, but I think this is him done now though. This is big baby Jarrell Miller done. You can't, because if he gets a year ban, 2-year ban, well, he's like 33, hasn't fought like fight. He won't be forward like 2-3 years.
You sound a bit distant. James.
I put the mic away, but
Microwave. You're talking in the microwave.
No, I put the mic away. I've got like a mic thing in it. You just put it away from your mouth. But
James, we don't talk about personal issues on the show, please.
Nah. Yeah, I say this is him done though. I think.
Okay.
This
okay.
This is
okay. So the fight doctor. Fight doctor is muted. I hope we didn't send him to sleep with the article. Okay, he's good. He's good. Yeah. He's good. He's back.
So, well, my whole take is, you can't fix stupid, and yeah, maybe this guy can just go and spend the rest of his career as somebody's sparring partner. You know, anytime you cheat your way out of almost $10 million, this is dumb. Mm-hmm. You know, listen, follow the protocol. That's all you have to do. Follow the protocol, okay? If you look, it's not like you don't know you're going to get tested, because you're going to get tested, period.
Mm-hmm. Of course.
You know this.
Of course.
So whatever you're doing, follow the protocol, okay? You know, listen, the people who are, you know, trained to get you to pass the drug test, give those people their money.
Mm. Yeah.
All right. Because in the end, you will get your contract with the Zone. You will get your co-promotional agreement with Bob Arum and Top Rank. You will get your Anthony Joshua fight. Just listen. He missed a golden opportunity in the Joshua fight, because had he knocked out Joshua instead of Andy Ruiz, then he would have got that big pay-per-view rematch. Mm. Okay. Mm. And who knows what could have happened in that rematch. Mm.
Yeah.
Listen, Andy Ruiz, his grandchildren would never know poverty. Why? Because he beat Joshua the first time. So his grandchildren are set for life off that one win, if, you know, provided that Andy Ruiz handles his finance correctly. Yeah. So just think what could have been had Jarrell Miller followed the protocol. If you're going to cheat, don't get caught. It's simple arithmetic, you know. Everybody is doing it. So when in Rome, need I say more?
When in Rome, do as the Romans do. So they say. So they say. So is your boy there? What? How rude of me? How rude of me? What's going on here? Big respect to Father Jack Hackett. £10. Now the interesting thing, Jack Hackett, just clear this up for me. I'm not sure I've ever seen you in here. So why the generous donation if you're not a regular in here? I'm not arguing or quibbling. I do appreciate it, but I'm just surprised that somebody who I don't recall ever seeing in here has made such a generous donation, which is most appreciated. Most appreciated. Thank you. Yeah, just you know, that's very generous. Very generous. Very generous. So everybody's doing it. Is the link in the chat? Did I drop the link in the chat again? Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so everybody's doing it, says the fight doctor. I disagree. I don't think everybody's doing it. Randleman is dead now. Yeah, Randleman is dead now. Randleman was definitely doing it, in my opinion. And when you do it, a lot of people may not bear this in mind, but it cuts down your life expectancy. So when you do that, shizzle, can I say positively that Randleman was doing it? Did I see him do it? No, I didn't see Kevin Randleman do it. But matter of fact, rat-tat-tat-tat, we're on the interwebs. I can do something for you. I can do something for you right now. I can do something for you right now. Hold up there. Hold up there. Link in the chat. Anybody else want to jump in? Kindly feel free to do so. But you're going to want to see this. You're going to want to see this. You're going to want to see this. Images. Let me share with you. Let me share with you. Let me share with you. Now you be the judge. You be the judge. I don't know if you can see what I can see. I don't know if you can say, okay, you be the judge. Uno momento. Let me just get this bigger for y'all. Let me just get this bigger for y'all. And you tell me, was Kevin Randleman Open image in new tab. Well, do I want to do that, or do I just want to make it bigger? Can I just click on it like this? No, that's no good to me. That's no good to me. It opens up over there. I just want to make it bigger over here. Can I do that? Can I do that? Can I make it bigger over here? Oh, I gotta open it. All right. I'll play your game. Open in a new tab. Yeah, I guess that's what I'm gonna have to do. Holy hell. Holy guacamole. Let me just share that with you. Stop sharing that and start sharing this. Where's that picture that I just opened? There it is. Surely. Can you see what I can see? Can you see what I can see? This, ladies and gentlemen, was Kevin Randleman, mixed martial artist. The guy was, let's go for some other examples. Let's show you. I might even get crazy and show you the Mirko Crow Cup knockout. I might even go crazy and show. In fact, I think I damn well will. If you stop that and then open this one up in a new tab and then share that also, then maybe you'll see the gravity of the situation. Kevin Randleman. Does that look like somebody who is a stranger to the needle, the fight doctor? James.
Not at all. No, not at all. Looks like he. Yeah, now this is the guy who died from a heart attack, I believe.
Yeah.
So that's what happens when that's what happens when you take those horse steroids. Your heart explodes.
Yeah. 100. That's what happens. James died in his 40s. Young man.
Yeah, I think it's as clean as a whistle. I think that's hard work in the gym.
Eating your Cocoa Pops. You think Cocoa Pops and lunges do that for you?
That's the one. Yeah, that's the one.
The Cocoa Pops and the lunges. Cocoa Pops and squats.
I think he was definitely on it because he the kind of fights he was in and the organizations he fought for, they literally allowed it. All the Pride.
Pride. Yeah.
They actually allowed it. They didn't test anyone, so literally everyone was on it. It's like
hold on a second. Hold on. Correction. They did test you for it, but they tested to make sure you were on it.
Because it was the Chinese mafia and like the owners of Pride,
the Yakuza. And let's go. I'm going down memory lane now because this was the time when MMA was sweet to me. This was the time when I started training in MMA. It was a happy. Those were the halcyon days. Those were the halcyon days. Let me switch to sharing that to switch. Huh? What a crap picture. Let's see if we can bring it up. I'm looking at another image for y'all. It ain't the clearest, but I think it's worthy. I think you might want to see this. Stop sharing that and start sharing this. Boom. So there you have Carlos Newton. He was a little middleweight, probably clean, possibly clean, normal athletic build. And then you have the beasts. Mark Coleman. He was how big is that belt? Holy guacamole. He was the leader of that team. What was the name of their team again? Wrestler out of Ohio in the USA. Is Ohio the state? Ohio? Yeah, I think that's a state, yeah?
Yeah,
that's a state. And there next to him, the platinum dyed hair of Kevin Randleman, two absolute beasts. And Mark Coleman now, he was the head guy at that gym. Randleman trained under him. Look at the fist to bicep ratio. Interesting. Mark Coleman now, he's got bad hips. He's got his own health problems. He's working with boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. When you take that shizzle, yeah, it's going to make you superhuman for a little while. But after that, there's going to be, most likely, there's going to be a heavy price to pay. And these guys are paying for it. Kevin Randleman paid for it by dying in his 40s. I don't even think it was his late 40s. I think it was his early 40s. Not long got married. And, boom, perished. Heart exploded. It ain't good. It ain't good, folks. It ain't good. Let me get, what the hell's happened here? Let me get back into the chat. Where we at? Okay. So we got the Reverend Pickles up in here. AJ laughing. AJ laughing. Raphael Benjamin up in here says AJ laughing at you again. The link's in there. So that's no problem. What's Marla say? James, yep, there was always a question mark over a 300-pound man having that stamina. Absolute more. Boxing Jedi in the building. Where else we at? What else is going on? We have the same issue with John Jones in the UFC. Absolutely. Repeat offender. So it seems as much as I like John Jones, you can't deny the obvious. Keeps on getting popped. Was this a picogram? Was this the amount of the size of the pin of a needle, the pin end, the sharp end of a needle? Was that the amount in there? And is that amount indicative of past use a long time ago? I don't know. I really don't know. We're going to find out. Do we know the quantities? It's a question mark. It's up in the air. I thought so. U.S. testing is not good at all. It's not very stringent. TJ Dillashaw got a two-year ban for EPO alone. TJ Dillashaw, that little snake. He banged out. Who did he bang out? Who's the guy he banged out? TJ Dillashaw.
He banged out everyone. He fought everyone, TJ Dillashaw.
Who was the last guy? It was the Cody Monk. Cody banged out a guy called Cody something. I forget his surname. Banged him out. And when you look at that, you have to say, well, hold on a second. You banged out a guy, an up-and-coming guy, promising, became champion at a young age. You banged him out. And does that affect the other guy? Does that affect his future when you bang him out like the way you banged him out? And the way you banged him out was enabled by your drug usage. Really leaves a big question mark, because that Cody guy has never really been the same since he got banged out by TJ Dillashaw, a drug abuser.
Yeah, Cody Garbrandt, that was the one.
Cody Garbrandt. Watch that breathing there, James. I can thank you, though. I'm not saying stop breathing, by the way. Cody Garbrandt. Where we at here? Thumbs up, Georgie Porgy, up in the building. VADA are very good for MMA. They do take out the champions. They wipe those guys out. They've messed up some cards by finding people to be users. So you can't say VADA haven't done a good job in MMA. Where we at? El Babo. No personal stuff in the chat. El Babo. Keep it related to the topic, please. Thank you, much appreciated. Fuzzy up in the building says what does Fuzzy say? He says Big Juicy Miller is gonna get snuffed for this one. He ain't even had a fight since he came off his ban. Yeah. Well, what a big for nothing crowd. Big for nothing. OMG. Where we at now? Yeah. Okay. So it's a shame, because I'd like to see how he fared against AJ. I'd like to see how. I just want to see big for nothing, big belly Jarrell Miller fight naturally. I just want to see that. I think we want to see how he fights when he's got nothing in his system, and now he's going and done it again. Or has he done it again? Or is this a residual from what he did before? Well, yeah. Yeah, Randleman's passed away now, R.I.P. Randleman seemed a pleasant guy, but, you know, he's doing that thing, and that thing don't give you longevity. You don't get longevity when you're sticking needles in your ass. Yeah. Come in, guys. You got anything to say on this?
I'd say it was interesting, like some of the before and after pictures, though, of like all these different fighters from the MMA. And the UFC.
Yeah, the before and afters. Yeah. The before and afters. Fuzzy, I haven't heard. What's that? White needs to go. White needs to go. Sorry, big. I was gonna say, what the hell has White done to you? So many steroids die in their 40s. Yeah, hell yeah. Look at Vitor Belfort. Before and after TRT. That is actually a good example. Alistair Overeem. Yeah, we got to go Alistair Overeem. Okay, let's do Alistair Overeem. I'm down with that. Before and after UFC. So let's just go UFC fighters before and after. UFC fighters before.
Yeah, Overeem is a good example because I mean he honestly, like before and after is like night and day.
Yes. Well, hold on. Where are the good examples? Here? Okay, Belfort. In fact, that picture looks doctored, so I'm not even going to use that. Why did they have to go over the top and doctor the damn picture to make him look even worse? Make the difference look even worse. But is it doctored though? No, let's go with it because it's a reasonable representation. Although it might be doctored, I'm not sure. But yeah, there was a dramatic difference. So let's open the image in a new tab. This is too time consuming though. It's way too time consuming, but we need to do it to open the image in a new tab. I'll do it. And then stop that. Reshare. Is that the one? Is this the one? Yeah, boom. Okay, so that is Vitor Belfort before and after.
Yeah, that's not doctored. That's what he actually looks like as well.
That's what it actually looks like. What it actually looks like. Let's see if we can bring this up. Let it get bigger. Let me see how it looks now. Boom.
He's only a middleweight as well, you know.
Middleweight.
Yeah, he wasn't like that's not a heavyweight either. So you imagine him in the middleweight would absolutely stomp. He used to actually stomp people. So
yeah. Well, he basically made Michael Bisping, a British fighter, became the middleweight champion. He basically made him blind in one eye. He shattered one of his eyes. Did you know that?
Yeah, I didn't know about that. He's like, that's what I watched like a thing on that saying he was basically blind in one eye.
Yeah. And, well, he took his false eye out. He's got a false fascia on one of his eyes. His eye is still there, but it looks like rotting fish. So he has a fascia. He has a fascia on front of the eye to make it look like a normal eye. But he actually took out the fascia, the front, the false fascia of the eye. Took it out, and you just saw what was left of the eye, which looked like pate, looked like fish pate. What was left of the eye? It was it's grotesque. And it was Vitor Belfort, and he was looking like this. Well, let me go over to the proper one. Vitor Belfort, and he was looking like this. Kicked him in the head, kicked him in the eye. Look at his jaw. He got a head like his jaw muscles look like a jaguar, like a horse. And then naturally aspirated over here. But when he looked like this, he kicked Bisping. Kicked Michael Bisping in the eye, and that was goodbye to Bisping's eye. Let me get back into the chat and see what people are saying. What about Bob Sapp? Yeah, Bob Sapp. Fuzzy says, what about Bob Sapp? But Bob Sapp's always been huge. I mean, obviously he was using the shizzle. He was one Victor. I was saying John Conte. The man's name is Victor Conte. Damn it. Victor Conte, said that he sold Bob Sapp some of the shizzle, the steroid called the Clear, which was undetected. A lot of people were on it over there in the USA. He sold Bob Sapp. Let me show you Bob Sapp. People probably don't know who Bob Sapp is. So let's go through a couple more of these. Yeah, somebody wants to speak.
But Bob Sapp wasn't any good though. So
no,
he had these performance-enhancing drugs, and he weren't very good anyway.
Well, he was a footballer. He wasn't a fighter. He went over to fighting in Japan because he looked the way he looked. We're gonna go. That's not a good example. Oh no, you can't see it, so you don't know what I'm talking about. But I'm gonna look for a better one of Alistair Overeem. Can't even see one. That's crazy. And it's got to be a good one of Alistair Overeem, for goodness sakes. He's the poster boy for that shizzle. He's the poster boy for the body transformation. Let's go with who's this? Isn't this Hermes Franca? No, that's not Hermes Franca. That you'll see in a second. Let me share this one with y'all. Okay. Boom. Let's get this right now. Is this the one? Let me just shut that picture down so I can't make the same mistake twice. And let's go again. Boom. There's what I'm looking for. Oh yeah, I think that's it. Is it? Okay, but let's solve this riddle by just making this damn screen bigger. I think that might solve the problem instead of me having to bounce around and jump around. Boom. Yeah, it's done it immediately. Why didn't I think of that before? Boom. There you go. I forget the cat's name though. What's his name? Forget his name. It's not. There he is. What the hell's his name? I can't remember his name. Oh yeah, Thiago Alves. They called him the Pitbull. There he is. He was a Pitbull. He was a Pitbull when he was on that shizzle for sure. But after shizzle, he more like a Whippet. From Pitbull to Whippet. Okay, and so when you go up to a certain level, pictures start to get smaller. That's interesting. Okay, I think you see that. I think you get the picture. You see that clearly. Yeah, that's Thiago Alves. And so yeah, that's the difference. That's the difference it makes. Actually, when I went to a certain point, it became optimal. Okay, so let's bring that all the way down and look for Alistair Overeem. We really want to get Alistair Overeem in on it before and after USADA. Okay, let's have a look at that. That one there. That's not a great example. Because he still looks kind of big there. So that's not the most fantastic example, but you do see something of a difference there in Alistair Overeem. But it's not the best example. A better example would have been if they showed him when he was at middleweight and then at that. But then that perhaps would have been unfair because he graduated to this before he got to that. I guess that's the counter argument. Okay, come in when you're ready, gentlemen. Come in when you're ready. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, looks like silence has descended. Maybe people are mesmerized. Maybe they are mesmerized.
No, I'm sorry. I'm over here letting the phone charge. I'm down to 8%.
Uh-oh. Maybe James is mesmerized.
I am mesmerized. It's amazing, really, isn't it?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so those are the biggest. Are they saying Ronda Rousey was on it as well? Are they saying Ronda Rousey was on it?
They allowed everyone to do like TRT. I don't know when they stopped it, but you could literally say like you couldn't get an erection, and they literally just gave you testosterone. So it was so available. I think everyone was on it.
Yeah, well, basically TRT was for the older guys. Dan Henderson went on it. To be honest, his body didn't change that much with Dan Henderson, but he had to come off it. he had to come off it. There came a point where Holly Holmes looking kind of nice there over there in the. Why is the leg so tight together? Why has she got her legs so tight together? It looks unnatural. Why is she just? I don't know. Why is she holding on like that? Ken Shamrock, the poster boy for that chisel. And who's that there? Looks like Chris Bonham. Chris Bonham? Or Bonham, whatever his first name was. Mariusz Pujaneski, whatever. Okay. So now, but there's something I want to show everybody. Oh, yeah, that was the knockout that I was speaking of. Okay, so come out to that shizzle. Oh, here's Crow Cup. Let me show you Crow Cup in case people. Serendipity. I was just going to go to Crow Cup. I was just going to go show you. What the hell? Gone somewhere else. No, I don't want to go. Don't want to leave. Don't want to go anywhere. Crow Cup, a well-known. I'm pretty sure Crow Cup got busted, but anyway. Pretty sure he got busted in the UFC for drug uses, but damn, I think he's probably like in his 50s now. And he just wouldn't stop fighting. And then, I don't know, he got a stroke. Or something.
I think he's still going, isn't he? He's in Bellator.
Man just won't quit. It's crazy. He's made enough money. Surely he's made enough money. Vitor Belfort again. A favorite for this. The poster child for this. Look at him. Different stages of Belfort. And that's not even at his biggest. And then over here, looks like a whippet. Oh, let's take me somewhere else. That's no good. Don't want to go nowhere else. I want to keep it right here. Oh, that's a better example. That's a better example of Alistair Overeem as it's showing on the screen. Yeah, Alistair Overeem over here. That's a better example. This is on the Juicy Juice. This is juice free. This is the juice free option.
No, that one on the right, he's still juicing. There's a picture of him, and he looks like 100 pounds lighter than what he looks right there.
Well, what a lot of people don't know about Alistair Overeem is that he started his career as a middleweight, but he was a lanky middleweight. So I think he always was going to fill out if he just ate properly. But he was making weight, so he kept himself streaky thin. So if you look at him at middleweight to even there, then you'd think something's wrong. But if you look at him from middleweight to this position, you think, oh, MG. But it's a bit false. It's a bit of a false comparison because he was fighting at a totally different weight at the same height. I think the guy's like something like 6'5". He was an abnormally tall middleweight. So obviously, if you're a middleweight at 6'5", you're gonna look streaky thin. But he was a muscular 6'5". So just looking at him at middleweight, you knew that if this guy just stop cutting weight, he would be a monster anyway. He was a 6'5" middleweight. 6'5", am I lying there? Am I exaggerating? Well, let's say 6'4". He's at least 6'4". I think 6'5". But yeah, Alistair Overeem, once he stopped cutting, he was always going to be a heavyweight beast. But so he was always going to look something like this, which I believe is au natural in comparison to this. But I hear you. I mean, he may have still been on something like that, but just bear in mind that he came up from middleweight, a 6'5" middleweight. So when you see those middleweight picture comparisons, they don't take into there we are. There he is in 2003 as a middleweight. But if you look there, you can see he's got the potential to grow heavy muscle once he stops cutting down to middleweight at the height of 6'5". And then he went over here. I don't know. Well, he didn't seem to be maxed out on the juice there. Maybe he was on a bit of juice there, but not the maximum amount, because he certainly did look more. Certainly looked heavier. Where we at? So that's Alistair Overeem. Another one there of Alistair, middleweight, 2003 to 19. Yeah, actually, I remember this fight. I remember this weigh-in. I can't remember who he was fighting against, though. I remember this weigh-in. This is in the UFC, yeah. People like, oh my gosh, walked on the stage like a monster. Oh my God, this is even more. This is even more dramatic there with the side angle, so you don't see the width of the shoulders, so it makes him look like a whippet. In his middleweight days, we're talking about 2000, 2001. This is early 2000. Could be even 2000. Yeah, could be even 2000 flat. 2000. That's like 20 years ago, though. But that's like 20 years ago. It was a 6'5" middleweight. So, you know, kind of deceptive, a little bit deceptive. Yeah. Looks thin as a bean there. But once again, 6'5" middleweight. You're going to look thin. Absolutely. Okay. And I promised you, I like to keep my promises. I promised you that I was going to give you a little treat. Let me stop sharing all that shiznix. Cut that down. Drop that off. Where we at? That's not the link. What's Codmaster going on about? Codmaster, are you off your meds? What's going on? Are we talking about enslavement? The Romans enslaved the English. We are not mad at the modern Italians. What's that got to do with this? What? Wake and bake? Okay, that's what you're on. You're on the wake and bake. Fair enough. Oh yeah. Damn. Oh yeah, I forget. It's Sunday morning over there. It's Sunday morning over there in New Zealand. Huh. Okay. Yeah, that's right. What else we got going on? I can't wait for Aram's comments. This is the guy who said that he grew up drinking Kool-Aid with no sugar. Tiny head for the body. Stead delts. Damn good diet. Yeah, they used to say he was on the horse meat. Oh, this is pre-Vada too. They shrunk big time. Taking steroids is like running nitrous through your car engine. Indeed. Skinny legs with huge body. Cody Garbrandt. Who said that in the chat? Yeah, it was Cody Garbrandt. Good catch. What is that there? Is that the link? Maybe. I think it is. Okay. So what we're looking at now? What's the time saying? Heinrich Schmitz trying to come up with some political stuff. Ern Epstein. Yeah, well, I'll say Epstein. I think you're talking about Epstein's little black book. Yeah. Epstein had a lot of people in his little black book. He was running an extortion ring, a blackmail ring, but he didn't extort. Don't appear to have extorted Hearn Sr., did he? Had no connection with boxing. Had a lot of people in his little black book. Just because in a little black book, you know, it's not complicity. Where are we now? Take OMG. What's going on? He kept his bad eye until he lost to Kelvin and then retired due to his good eye starting to get bad. OMG. Where we at? Legal Tender coming up with some slanderous stuff. Legal Tender coming up with some slanderous stuff along with Heinrich Schmitz. Yeah, that's slander, my friend. That's slander. That is slanderous.
I think it's more speculation, that.
Say that again. Say that again.
More speculation than slander.
Yeah, speculative slander. Is that possible to have speculative slander?
Well, I don't know. He was in the book.
He was in the book.
He was a sex trafficker, prostitution, like paedophile. So
yeah, let's not use that word over here. I don't need any problems with YouTube. I love to give you problems over the least little thing. Try not to get into those words. Was in Epstein's book. Barry was probably a very good customer. You don't know if he was a customer at all. You know, that's just speculation. As a matter of fact, I can't take the besmirchment. You'd be smirching a man. You could have just left it and said he was in his black book and left it. But you want to go the extra mile. You want to go the extra mile and slander the man. That's not cool. That ain't cool. Try to be cool out here. Try to stop trying to drag people's names through the damn mud. What's wrong with you? Okay, so I made a promise. And let's see if I can fully. I didn't promise, but let's see if we can do what I thought about doing. Let's see if we can find that fight. Mirko Krokop versus Kevin Randleman. Randleman 2 comes up first. I want Randleman 1. I don't want Randleman 2. I want Randleman 1. Now the question is, am I going to get in trouble for playing this clip? Am I going to get in trouble? Let's just play. Let's take a chance. Should we take a chance? What the hell? Damn, that was explosive. Just saw them standing there. Next thing I know, all right. Let me share it with you. Let me share this shizzle with you. Yeah. Well, you see. Now that's more sensible because we know that connection. We know that for sure. There's a definite connection between Robert Maxwell, the tycoon, the newspaper magnate tycoon, who robbed the pension fund of his people, the workers, and that's Robert Maxwell. We know there's a connection with Robert Maxwell with Epstein. What was Epstein's first name? Was Epstein's first name? Jeffrey. Okay, so Robert Maxwell's connected to Jeffrey. Let's call him Jeffrey. Jeff. Because we know that Robert Epstein was very close to the end to Ghislaine Maxwell, one of the daughters of the many siblings, one of the many children of Robert Maxwell. How many kids do you have? 9? Multiple. Apparently, they're all doing very well. They're well educated, etc. And where else? Yeah, what's the connection? Oh, yeah. So she was in a relationship with Epstein till the end. And of course, Robert Maxwell worked very closely with Mossad. There we go. Yeah, so that's all factual. That's okay. But slander, different thing. Don't do that. So where we at now? Oh yeah, almost forgot what I was gonna do. Let's share my screen with you. Where we at? Is this it? Boom. Okay. So let's resize this. Let's make this right. Let's make it right. Let's kill the noise. Am I gonna get in trouble? For this? Okay, I know what I'm gonna do. I've got a little trick. Up my sleeve. Okay, that's how we're gonna ride it like that. Hopefully we get okay. Will we be okay? I don't know, but let's go. This is back in the Dizzy. Randleman versus Krokop. Randleman, the wrestler, versus Crow Cup, the kickboxer. Style v Style. This is early, back in the days. Well, it could be talking about 20 years ago. We could be looking 20 years ago. The wrestler versus the knockout killer. And you see Crow Cup's back there. Both of these guys on the Sunny Delight. Juicy. Randleman trying to take him down. Boom. I'm thinking about getting taken down myself. So I ain't going to play all of this shiznix. You must be stark, raving mad if you think I'm going to play all of this shiznix. Come in. Somebody come in. Give me some talk. Talk to me. Somebody talk to me.
Talking to you, bro.
Somebody talk to me. Okay, so what you seeing here? What you seeing here, Fight Doctor? Damn, they're in this position for a good, that's like 2 minutes. Where do you start? 20 seconds. Okay, so that's a good minute later. 50 seconds later on, is still in that position. What is he going to do? Some knees? No, he doesn't want to lose his base. Randleman doesn't want to lose his base. Okay, still in that position. Boom. Oh, how did they break? What the hell? The referee must have broke him. What happened? That's the referee cam. Referee steps in. Ref cam. Boom. Broke him. Crow Cup there. You see the what's that? What's the country is that? Crow Cup, Croatia. Same country as what's the heavyweight prospect coming up from Croatia? Filip Hrgovic. And they're reset. Look at the stance. The wide stance. Look at the wide stance of Randleman. You know what he wants to do? He wants to explode. Into action. Filip Hrgovic. Crow Cup there, thick in the back, thick in the traps. On that juicy standing square. I don't know why he's standing square, to be honest with you. Well, let's just take this back a bit. He's probably just moved his feet. He's just okay, so he's not standing square now. Oh, he's not standing square there either. Okay, so it's just by chance we caught him standing square. Okay. Level change by Crow Cup there. A little quick dip of the knees. You see, it's in stance. What is this? Damn, it's in a southpaw stance. That's right. Crow Cup was a southpaw. Clean forgot about that. Randleman with the platinum. It's not platinum. Kind of yellow now. He's in the orthodox stance. He's a wrestler versus kickboxer, known to kick your head clean off. Okay, so this was massive back in the day. What year was this? Don't even know. Can't even remember. But anyway, wrestler versus kickboxer. Let's go. Known for his left kick. I used to say right kick, right leg, hospital, left kick, cemetery. Bam. Okay, so just had to kill a little spider there. Didn't kill it, just clapped it. And these are both top guys in the game. This is Japan. This is the ring. This is MMA in the ring. Am I even audible? Have I muted? Okay, good. Massive ring. This is in Japan. This is in the Pride organization. You see that there. This was prior to the UFC. UFC was
about what year was this fight?
We're looking at bloody hell. We're looking at off the top of my head, James. I hope you're researching this, mate. I hope you're researching this.
1990 something. This could be late 90s, early 2000 time. So
yeah, this is 20 years ago.
Yeah, the UFC was about because the UFC was around.
It was about, but it was in its baby stage.
Yeah.
Whereas here, this is Satanima Stadium. We're looking at anywhere from 30 to 60,000 people watching this fight live in the stadium. So that shows you the difference between the UFC and Pride back in the day. 20 years ago, we're going. 20 years ago. Anybody can look that up. I got a lot. Oh, James Jameson says 2000, the year 2000. So I was right. 2020 years ago. I can't believe this. I can't believe this shizzle. 20 years ago. And bear in mind, I watched this damn thing live 20 damn years ago. Can you believe it? That seems unreal. Absolutely unreal. Okay, let's go. Kickboxer versus wrestler. Remember, right leg, hospital, left leg, cemetery. Bear that in mind. Wrestler. This fight caused shockwaves through the... It wasn't even called MMA back then. It wasn't even called MMA. It was called... the different name. The original name is Vale Tudo. That's Portuguese. Obviously in Brazil, obviously, I don't know if it's obvious, but in Brazil they speak Portuguese. Don't know if you know that. It was colonialized by the Portuguese, believe it or not. Portuguese were colonializing places too. I don't know what they're known for now. What, sardines? Sardines from Portugal? I don't know. Don't quote me on that. I just don't know what they're known for now. But anyway, so in Brazil they speak Portuguese, and in Portuguese, the term for this type of fighting, well, no holds barred fighting, well, striking mixed in with the grappling, was known as Vale Tudo, which means, roughly translated, anything goes. Okay, this fight caused shockwaves 20 years ago. Rafi was watching this live. Well, not live, but he watched the replay. Little video clips. That's what we used to get back then. It caused shockwaves for a specific reason. Damn. Takedown. Goes to the takedown. What the hell's going on with it? What the hell's going on here? What the hell's going on here? What did I just see? What's just popped up? Something's just popped up. Caused shockwaves through the world of MMA. Well, it wasn't called MMA back then. Sorry, I forgot to finish what I was saying. It was called No Holds Barred at this stage. NHB. Even had a car sticker for saying NHB. Boom. Damn. And that, ladies and gentlemen, that is the reason. I'm going to show a little bit more in a second. That is the reason that this fight caused shockwaves throughout the no holds barred, as it was called then, no holds barred world. Let me see if I can do a little magic. Let me see if I can do a little bit of magic. Open sesame. Open sesame. How's it going to look like if I do that? Okay, so let us continue. Ho, 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 damn. God damn. God damn. Oh, I'm okay. Honest. Let me fight. Who's that? That's Chuck Liddell. That was Team America. This was America versus USA versus everybody else. That was Team America. Chuck Liddell was on that team. Mirko Cro Cop refusing to make eye contact. UFC own this footage now, and they don't mess around. When it comes to taking Shizzle down, so having to be creative here. In fact, I just thought something more creative going forward. Juicy. A lovely Japanese ring card girl's a bit slim for my taste. Take a seat, Mirko. That was a heavy hit. Damn, 20 years ago. Can you believe this, Shizniks? Okay, I'm not even going to go any further with that. Let's stop that. Nobody likes the shizzle getting taken down. Okay, let's have that still image. Okay, guys, you want to talk? You want to talk? Coming close to the end of the show. Pretty much at the end of the show. Let's go. Say your piece.
Yeah, I'll come in and say, now I just hope Jarrell does get banned, and from there, hope he doesn't come back. To be honest, because it's a danger. Because boxing's a combat sport, and it may be accepted in other sports because it's not going to injure someone, but he could kill somebody. So hopefully, he does get banned from this.
Remember that song? Might be a bit before your time.
Yeah, probably.
Spiders matter. Probably spiders probably matter more to you than people. I'll joke. I kid. I don't know. Am I kidding though? Yeah. Sorry, James. Continue.
No, that's it really. It's been great being on and having a chat, whatever.
Yeah. And 100%. That was James. Been on twice in 2 days. Is that right, James? Weren't you on last night?
That's a new record, days.
Weren't you on last night in place of the fight doctor? Because the fight doctor didn't show up, so you use a step in for the fight doctor.
Exactly.
Okay, James. Much appreciated, mate. Thanks for jumping on and lending your voice, keeping this thing going. Much appreciated. Take care of yourself and speak to you soon.
Speak to you very soon. Bye-bye.
Okay, and then there was the fight doctor who didn't show up to the boxing fight and classic boxing talk and classic fight review. Most unusual for the fight doctor. Doesn't tend to miss those. What's going on, fight doctor?
I'll be back for the next one, for damn sure.
Excellente. So your thoughts and final observations on this piece, the fight doctor?
I would like to believe that Big Baby Miller or Big Belly Miller will receive, some type of punishment that would send a clear message.
Yeah.
But, at the end of the day, and I hate to say this, but from my own personal observation, this just seems to be true, that PEDs are good for business. Fitter athletes, faster athletes, stronger athletes.
Yeah.
Make for, what the public would perceive to be more exciting fights. Or, more exciting sports in general. So, personally, I think he's probably going to get another slap on the wrist, and we will see him again at some point. I can't say when, maybe in the next year or so, but something will get worked out with the powers that be, and he will be back as if nothing happened. And maybe he will figure out who he needs to pay, what palms need to be greased, and the extent of the greasing that needs to, the extent of the grease that needs to be applied. And he'll figure out how to avoid these types of situations going forward. But it'll be back business as usual. We'll see Miller in the ring at some point again in a big fight, probably. Before it's all said and done. He's not so old where he can't bounce back from this. So
yes. Well, we're gonna see because it's two on the trot. That ain't good. That ain't good at all. So we're gonna know. We're gonna see. And that was the fight doctor. The fight doctor promises to be back on the next boxing talk and classic fight review. Always good to hear from you, the fight doctor. Take care in the meantime. Be lucky. Be lucky, as they say over here in the UK. Be lucky. Thank you, sir. Be safe. Okay. Take care. That was the fight doctor. That was good. And so where are we now? No holds barred, Valley Tudo. Yes. Shooto fighting. Yeah. Shooto fighting. There was that too, but that was for the smaller guys. I didn't really bother with that. Didn't really bother with the Shooto fighting, although I did like Carlos Newton. I think Carlos Newton was in the Shooto fighting also, unless I am mistaken. Mark Kerr, OMG. Yeah, do that in your own time, guys. Pull up Mark Kerr. He was a monster. He was a monster. Who is Rafi's favorite boxer? Good night, Vienna. Kapow. Who's Rafi's favorite boxer? Damn, I mean that's probably Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali won. And not because he was so slick or anything like that, but Marvin Hagler. The slicker boxers out there, you could say, go with Sugar Ray Robinson, better record, you could say, etc., etc. Certainly slicker than Marvin Hagler. But me, there's something about Marvin Hagler's workman-like style. He wasn't slipping and dodging and bending at the waist and doing all this kind of stuff that you might see in other fighters and any fancy footwork. I just liked that he was just so. He's almost basic, but within the basic framework, so effective. You know, he wouldn't move his head out of the way 100 miles. He'd move a little inch, and the little subtleties that made Marvin Hagler my favorite. And that's the spirit. You could say it's Marvin Hagler's spirit that made me a massive fan of his spirit, his indomitable spirit, his never say die attitude, kind of mountain goat mentality. And I do admire the mountain goat. I do in OMG. OMG. I just seen something in the chat. I don't know why people do that. I don't know why people do that. I really don't. I'm going to get to that. Okay. So, can I take this thing down so we can just left with the picture? So we're just left with the picture. Can I take it down? Yeah. Can I move it along a frame? Can I move it along for a frame? Can I do that? Okay, I like that. What do you do? Seemed like you just flinched there. What was that flinch? What did you flinch for? Oh, okay. Okay, no, I want this particular shot. No, not that one. That shot. No, not that one. That one. Yeah, wait. That one. Okay. So, where are we in the chat? Controversy in the chat. Yes, R.I.P. Kevin Randleman. He'd not long got married, a couple of years prior. Yeah, man, that's life, isn't it? We don't last forever. Was that big check? Was that check big? Yeah, it was in size. I don't know what the numbers were on it, but it was paying better than the UFC. That's for damn sure. Everyone should watch the documentary on Netflix called Icarus. Yes, I have recommended Icarus to people in the past. It's like not just a documentary, it's like a film. It's like a movie. It's great. Cotto dealt with southpaw as well. He blinded that left hook in by putting his left foot inside the southpaw stance instead of keeping the left foot outside. So the left foot inside and dealing with the southpaw, blinding the blind. Yeah. Rafi must watch Sean Outwood regularly. Cheats. I don't know what that is in response to. I have no faith in the system, but hopefully I'm surprised. And they smash Miller. Smash him. More juice than Robinson's. Tom Schwartz beat up a woman. Now he got suspended. Allegedly. Yes, allegedly. That hasn't gone to court yet. That is the charge. May go to jail indeed. But like I reiterate, that is the charge. We don't know. Screenshot. We don't know. Raphael Dawkins, check out Philip Carl Roberts slagging you off. have seen the comments made by Philip. I don't know if he's slagging me off. I think what I took from it was that he was saying that he agreed that Rafi was harsh. And I may have been. Look out for the Raphael the Hawk on PPV. Raphael the Hawk, OMG. But the real McCoy. Yeah, I've seen Philip Carl Roberts' comments. What did I see? I saw a comment saying, yeah, Rafi was harsh. And if somebody feels that I was harsh, I may have been a tad harsh. Why was I harsh? Why would I have been harsh? I think that, we spoke live. EJ Boxing and I spoke live. Anybody who has not seen the boxing, I'm just trying to cause intense beef. Anybody who has not seen, what am I looking for? I know I'm looking for something specific. Okay, let me go ahead and look for what I'm looking for. Let me pull it up. Let me put up the link. Where is it? There it is. Let's kill the noise on that and let's share the link. Let me share the link with you. It's copied. Now let me paste that in. Boom. Okay, so this is matter of fact, let me do this properly. And also share the title. Let's do the damn thing right. Okay, so boom. So should be able to see that right there. Okay, so I was talking to EJ on Boxing Talk and Classic Fight Review last night. Anybody who hasn't seen that, go ahead and check it out. It was a good one. And yeah, I talked to EJ and I think I realized why I was so irritated. I think I realized one of the reasons why I was so irritated with the fella there, with what do you call him? Yourself, the killer whale. I think I realized why I was so irritated with the killer whale. Why I got so irritated with the killer whale. The reason I was able to identify it. The reason I got irritated with the killer whale was so-called killer whale, was that he wouldn't humble himself. He wouldn't. You see, he came in and said, "I want to be a partner." I said, "You can be a shareholder." Shareholder, and he said, "No, shareholder sounds too much like sharecropper." Now, there's only so much work I can do with that kind of level of intelligence, because it implies that the person thinks that being a partner means more than being a shareholder. But let me give you this simple frigging concept. If a shareholder is a 50% shareholder in something, and a partner is like a 25% shareholder in something, then who is the bigger friggin' who has the bigger say? Who has a bigger say in something? Surely it's the shareholder who's got 50%, yeah? Rather than the partner who's got 25%. Yeah, so the man, I don't even want to talk. I don't even want to slander, say anything about the man, because it might be seen as slanderous. But I'm just giving you a simple equation. Man said he wants to come in as a partner. I said, listen, you can come in as a shareholder. How about a shareholder? And he said, no, because a shareholder sounds like a sharecropper. How can I deal with that level of intelligence? It's so dumb. See, and I don't want to talk about it because I say I'm using the word like dumb now. But you tell me, is that not dumb? A man doesn't want to be a shareholder because it sounds too much like sharecropper. A man thinks that being a partner equals more than being a shareholder. But if you're a 25% shareholder, isn't that worth more than being a 12% partner or 12.5% partner? I ask you the question again. Would you rather be a 25% shareholder or a 12.5% partner? You know what I'm saying? I can't. How can I work with that level of intellect? How could I work with that low level of intellect? That's ridiculous. It's friggin' dumb. It's friggin' dumb. And so when I talk about things, I end up, saying harsh things. But what else? But it's dumb. It's friggin' dumb. Do you understand? And so I'm trying not to slander the friggin' shark. But you can't respect that low level of intellect. Who can respect that low level of intellect? Who can respect that low level of intellect? You see that? And then I start saying harsh things again. I don't want to say harsh things, but when you're dealing with that level of intellect, it's going to make, it's making me irritable now. It's making me irritable now. Dumb thinking makes me irritable. Okay? And so I got irritable with the killer shark because of that dumbness. That dumbness makes me irritable. And so even though I try not to be an irritable person, certain triggers, and dumbness is a trigger. It's a friggin' trigger. That's why I got kind of triggered. That's why I got kind of triggered. That's why I got triggered. What does soy malia mean? What does soy malia mean? What's this soy business? What's this soy business? Soy gives you estrogen. That's what I say. I guess all kind of lives matters. Hey man, white lives matter too. Come on, bro. So aggressive. And then okay, so let's get on that then. Let's get on that now. Tetchy. I ain't tetchy. What's tetchy? What's tetchy? What's the definition of tetchy? Irritable. If that means irritable, then dumbness does make me irritable. Absolutely 100 mf%. It will raise my blood pressure. No doubting about it. Yeah. Hamid, send me. Why do you want to link now? Why didn't you come on earlier? Why do you want to link now? Why didn't you come on earlier? All right, I'm going to send you a link. Let's see what you're coming with. Boom. Okay, so as I was saying, so there's another example that was in my head of that dumbness. What was it? There was, oh yeah. I was able to identify last night when I was talking to EJ. I was able to identify that another thing that was so silly to me in the killer shark's mind was that he wanted to come in. He thought, it seems to me, does he think that he was some kind of equal to me? Does he think he was in any way equal to me over here on my channel and he's an equal? Bro, are you crazy? And you want to be a co-host? You can't be a co-host. You can't be a co-host when your mic control is so bad, so sloppy. You can't be a co-host when it takes you 5 seconds to respond, to come on. I go over to such and such. And it's like silence, crickets. Yeah, there was silence and crickets just now, but these guys aren't co-hosts. They're just jumping on. So that's different. But if you say you want to be a co-host and you're worse than mic control, the fucking mic, pardon my language, scraping all up on your clothes and making a staticky sound, and I say, watch that mic, and then the person comes back and says, it wasn't me, I was muted. And then when you look back on the friggin' footage, you can see clearly wasn't muted, and he muted himself after causing the noise. Let me see if I can replicate that noise. Yeah. You hear that? Yeah, that's the clothes rubbing against the mic. It wasn't me. Yeah, you see, that kind of shizzle will make a man soy female tendencies. Yeah, it's female tendencies. So what did he say? What did he say about soy? Soy malia. All right, fuck this guy. Let's get him out of here. Where are we? Where's the cod man? Where's the cod man? It's full of shit. Codman is full of shit. So let's look for him. Let's seek and get him out. Where are you, Codman? Where are you, Codman? Codman, where are you? Where are you? You're hiding. Oh, looks like the filters blocked the comment. I'm the only one who can see it. What the hell's going on? Where is he, though? Where is he? Oh, hold on a second. Who's this? Hamed.
Yes,
how you doing?
Rafi.
How you doing?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, man. How you doing? How you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. How you been?
What did you say?
I said, how you been, man?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good. What's happening, Hamed? What you saying, bro? Come on, spit the beans, spill it out. What's going on?
Nothing much, right? Yeah, I couldn't speak earlier on because I had to sort a couple of stuff out, but I just remembered you're still on. I was gonna say, I just seen the chat and someone was saying you're a bit edgy. I don't know. I thought you were angry or something happened.
No, somebody asked me a question and asked me why, and the root of it is the root of what the. I can't see Codman nowhere on the YouTube thing. It seems like the filter blocked his comments. So I was looking to get him out of here, but I can't find him because the filter is so good. It's kind of I can't find the dude. The filter's so good. He's blocked the comments he was making. The filter picked it up that he was bullshit and he blocked him.
Oh, it's probably censored.
Yeah. The filter caught him.
I was gonna say. You're talking about the Jarrell Miller thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm a bit late, but I was going to say he's blown his opportunity. I even after what happened with the AJ Anthony Joshua fight, the whole deal with him testing positive for about 3 or 4 different drugs, he still was in line for a fight to Tyson Fury, believe it or not. That probably would have been on pay-per-view, I believe, in the UK. It probably would happen sometime next year if the Joshua Fury fight didn't happen. Like Dillian White, if that fight happened, that's like a one-off mandatory defense. Miller was a opponent they were looking at sometime in the future, but that would have been a lot of money he would have made from that fight. Probably not as much as the AJ fight, and it still would have been a big fight. A lot of people probably would have forgot about what happened at AJ, but now that he's been caught again, I think this is probably the worst case to me, since it's probably worse than the Lucas Brown situation. Because with Lucas Brown, I remember him beating Chagayev and then him testing positive for a drug. It's a bit different. That was a bit different, obviously. This was after the fight, and he said it was contaminated or something. And then he had a couple of months where nothing happened. Then he tested positive again, but then he managed to get a big fight with Dillian White. With Miller, I can't remember the last time Miller fought. It's been so long, and now it looks like no one will want to work with him again. And he hasn't got that standout fight. With Brown, he had that fight with Chagayev, whether or not it was due to PEDs. But with Miller now, I think he's just blown the opportunity. And for American boxing fans, I don't know who the next heavyweight is. If we take Wilder outside, Miller was probably the most most highly ranked or well-known guy. Probably not one of the best. He's probably barely a top 10 or 15. I don't even think he's top 10. I'd say he's probably top 15 or 20. But now you're looking at guys like Trevor Bryan, who I'm not sure even if they're really that good. Like I don't think it's good for American boxing.
He's dropped his card piece. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I hear what you're saying, Hamed. Yeah, it's not good. It's not a good look. Who's going to work with him again? Who's going to want to work with him again?
I thought earlier on, you said he got banned because you were saying something. No. Yeah, I think you're saying it's breaking news. That's why.
No, it's not breaking news. The breaking news is the news of the PED failure, but it's not being banned. But I'll come back to that in a second. I just want to finish it off what I was saying. So yeah, the killer whale. Just talking about the killer whale. I wasn't slugging you off, Raf. I said Sonogram open the channel. It would it would be Somali. Okay, I got you. Okay. Cool, Cardmaster. But just be clear about what you're saying, mate, because misunderstandings are very easy. Okay, so sorry, Hamed. I just need to finish off something. So yeah. So yeah, the killer whale also. I've talked about the coming in, not understanding. Oh yeah, and you want to come in as a co-host. So killer whale wants to come in as a co-host, but yet still he's not as good as the people who are just on here, the people who just come on here. So you're taking 5 seconds to unmute yourself, and then once you've unmuted yourself, you don't know what the topic is because you've probably been washing dishes, you've probably been cleaning up your kitchen, whatever. And so now when you do unmute yourself, now you want me to tell you what we were talking about. Absolutely outrageous, absolutely unacceptable. So you ain't no co-host. Boom. What else got me irritated? Oh yeah, the thing when I think back now that really got me irritated, forget about the screenshots, but what got me irritated was this mentality of basically killer whale, you're here to learn. You're here to learn how to do the thing. Yeah, not to say I know everything. Absolutely not. I'm a relatively new kid. I'm a relatively new kid on the block. I'm a relatively new kid on the block.
Troll?
But no. Somebody who was coming on here. Somebody who was coming on here doing some stuff for the channel. But if you don't know how to mute yourself, unmute yourself, pay attention to the topics, come in on cue. You know what I'm saying? You got a second or 2 seconds to come in. That's no problem. That's no biggie. You can still come in. But you're spending 5-6 seconds to unmute yourself. And then when you come in, you don't know what the damn topic is, but you want to be called a co-host when you're paying less attention than people who just come on like you, like a next guy. But yet you want the title of co-host. And then when I do the Facebook things, you want to be written in as co-host when you ain't co-hosting. You're just coasting. You know what I'm saying? That's ridiculous. That's stupid, man. And then for you to think you're coming in on anything but as a learner, yeah, you're doing your thing, you're doing the little booking thing in the backstage. That's good, that's appreciated. But in anything else, when it comes to the technical aspects of things, you're a learner. You're very much a learner. Yeah, and fix your friggin' fire alarm. Yeah, you ain't hosting no show with a fire alarm going back beep every friggin' 2 seconds. Beep. You got a friggin' fire alarm. Take the battery out. Do you not take a battery out of a fire alarm? Are you dumb? Are you dumb? And when you come in anywhere, you come in at the ground entry level, my friend. You come in at the ground entry level and you learn. Am I wrong? Am I wrong, Ahmed? When you go anywhere, you come in at ground entry level and you learn.
You're right. Everything you said makes sense. Yeah,
so you're only here, my friend, to learn. Yeah, you're doing your thing out there with the booking thing, cool. And even then you're learning because we had to refine that. Yeah, we had to refine that. We had to refine that process. And then something that I realized, something I just only realized latterly. Check this out. Something that you was doing was you were sending a video. You say, yeah, come on the show, and here's a video. Now that's cool. But we never talked about that. I never really knew that you was doing that. I never really knew that you was doing that. When was that authorized? When did we have that discussion? Yeah, if that was an idea, we'd have had a discussion on it. And I kind of liked the idea, so I would have said, yeah, go ahead and do that. But we never had a discussion on that. So once again, you're acting outside the realms of, you're acting outside of the agreement. You're one of them. He's clear that the killer whale is one of them people. He just don't like to play ball. He ain't no team player. He thinks he's better than the team. Moreover, he thinks he's better than the game. Not only does he think he's better than the team, he thinks he's better than the game. You know, and that's a big problem. That's a big problem with the killer whale. His lack of humility. You have to be fucking humble in life, my friend. You have to humble yourself. Start at the bottom. Start at the hey, certain things make me agitated. Start at the bottom and work your friggin' way up. That's how life works. Am I wrong?
No, I need to know what happened.
No, you don't need to know what happened. I'm not going into any more details again.
I'm sorry. I'll use the playback thing.
Yeah. Use the playback and shit. There's a lot to play back.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what exactly, but it doesn't sound like something you
lack of humility. You can't lack humility. You go anywhere, you start any enterprise, you're in with people, you humble your friggin' self. You humble yourself and learn. Humble yourself and learn.
You've addressed people like that before, like
don't go into any names.
I'm not going any further, but
don't go into any names. I mean, people who know the Raphael Dawkins Combat Radio history already know.
I'll just say the Mr. and Mr. That's all. That's where I'll stop.
They're Mr. Hell of an episode. Mr. Hell of an episode.
Mr. Animal. That's
don't go any further. We're not into calling names. I don't like calling names. So you know.
Yeah. What were you saying before?
Hold on. Let me just get through these comments. So really, that's a wrinkle that I hadn't really exposed. I guess it was a subconscious awareness, but the lack of humility. When you go somewhere, you're really here to learn, kiddo. You think you know everything, and that's the worst.
Why is Troy being attacked?
No, don't call people's name, man.
Someone is calling him a bottom feeder or something.
What's a bottom feeder? What's a bottom feeder? I've heard that term before, but I don't even really know what it means. What's a bottom feeder?
That means like a low life, like a troll, like a... Oh. That's not really a pleasant thing to say.
That's not a pleasant thing to say. Let's not be unpleasant. So let me get through these comments, because really that's a key thing. The lack of awareness that you're actually here. You actually anywhere you go, anytime you go somewhere, you're actually there to learn. You're actually there to learn. And if a man comes over and he doesn't understand that he's there to learn, listen and learn and progress. You know what I'm saying? Listen, learn, and progress. It's a process that everybody has to go through. I'm going through it myself. I go through it myself. Yeah, fella there made it clear he didn't like getting told what to do. So going into someone else's thing, it's not gonna work like that. No, it's not gonna work like that at all. Beep. Yeah. I agree. If you want to be a part of something that they've created, you tell the creator, I'm not going to send you a screenshot. Well, let's talk about that screenshot. I don't think the fella knows what one is. If you listen to the show the other day, it's clear he has no idea what the actual frigging thing is. He don't know what it is. And so once that penny dropped that he don't even know what a screenshot is, holy guacamole. I mean, what else can I say to you? I mean, to be honest with you, I feel sorry for him. If I'm truthful, if I'm honest, I pity the dude. I pity the fool. Not calling him a fool, but I pity the fool who just can't humble himself and to learn. You know what I mean? Learn what a frigging screenshot is. Learn what a frigging screenshot is. So it's not even a screenshot. It goes beyond that. It's the fact that the man didn't know what the frigging thing is and couldn't humble himself to learn. He's talking right because Miller was a danger. US had him. Good luck, okay, I see that. Raphael is so strict. Really strict to understand what the other man's doing. Is that strict, or is that just intelligence? Is that strict, or is that intelligence? If you don't like, if you don't like being told what to do, then go self-employed. Well, yeah, bro. It's a question. If you don't like being told what to do, it's not even being told what to do. It's just like learning. Just learn. You don't like to learn? Is that what you're saying? Damn, it's like terrible. That's a terrible state of mind to be. It's a terrible state of mind to think you know everything and you ain't got nothing to learn, when in reality you got everything to learn.
Yeah, I gotta jump off, man.
Yeah, hey, Hamid, thanks for jumping on, man.
It's all right. I'll speak to you another time.
Yeah,
I wasn't really free, but I'll speak to you tomorrow. If not, I'll give you a message later. All right. Thanks.
Yeah, man. Cool in the gang. Cool in the gang. Thanks for jumping on. That was Hamid. Thank you. Damn, is this 2.5 hours? What the hell happened? 2.5 hours. Damn, 2.5 hours later. Exactly. But if you don't listen to people, you won't learn nothing. You won't learn shizzle. And he did have his qualities. He could come with something. I mean, if he could just co-host, if he could just learn how to unmute, if he could learn not to be washing his dishes and cleaning his frigging kitchen and eating his dinner or whatever he's doing and sipping whatever he was sipping on. if he could pay attention to what was being said and just know how to unmute himself and speak on the topic, that would have been 50% way to go to being fine. That would have been 50% to go being fine. But the fact that he was coming in later and not unmuting himself, till 5-6 seconds later, and then not knowing what we're talking about. Yeah, I'm here. Pause. Me. So what? Talk. That was pathetic. That was ridiculous. He's ridiculous, man. It was ridiculous. What else? Henry Smith says, yeah, but you seem to be really moody the last months. I think that's the reason why this channel is not growing exponentially. The channel's growing very nicely. The channel is growing very nicely, exponentially. Moody? Nah, I don't think I've been moody. I think I've been moody. Nah, I reject that. Channel's growing nicely. And yeah, it's growing really nicely. I mean, it's a question of who you're growing with, though. Who are you growing with? I mean, it's not for waifs and strays. There's a certain type of people. It's not for waifs and strays. Yeah, he had his good moments. He could have his good moments, but you got to humble yourself in life and learn, and just find your slot. Find your slot. What I say about his actions and shit talked. Thought he was higher person. Yeah. Absolutely. It's like, what? Damn, man's got to humble himself. Come in and learn, and learn how to unmute yourself. Damn it. Yes, Reverend Pickle says, it's been a pleasure. Thanks for having me, and I will catch you next time. Great channel, Rafi, 100%. Thanks for taking the time out for boxing, 100%. And stay lucky, everybody. 100%. It's a great channel, great people in the channel, and that's what it's all about. Great channel, great people in the channel. What more can a man ask for? Friggin' out. Come on. I'd love to see Heinrich's analytics. I suspect Heinrich's a bit of a troll. A lot of people before me have said he's a troll. Get rid of him. I'm not sure, but I'm suspecting he's a bit of a troll. That was definitely a troll statement that he just made. But I'm really slow to judge. Bottom feeders troll the bottom of the ocean. It's the opposite. It's the opposite of sharks. I get you. King. I'll definitely catch the replay. Yes. Boxing finesse. I don't have the analytics. I'm an old man who doesn't know much about computers, but German boxing channels like blah 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 are getting way more clicks, even though the content isn't better. Okay, so Heinrich says, I don't have the analytics. I'm an old man who doesn't know much about computers, but German boxing channels like Camp Fest are getting way more. Heinrich, when was the last time you shared a video? You're talking about growing exponentially. Heinrich, when was the last time you shared one of my videos? When was the last time you shared anything from Raphael Dawkins Combat Radio? When was the last time? Tell me that. You're talking about it should be growing, it should be bigger than Kime Fence. Yeah, when was the last time you shared it? When was the last time you shared? Tell me that. Talking about growing, what makes it grow? It's people like you sharing shizzle. When was the last time you shared? People hating because they don't have a channel themselves. 100. Although the Killer Shark's going to say that he made that happen. As a matter of fact, we both made that happen. You can't have an ego when you don't know what a screenshot is. OMG. Yes, so share my shizzle, Heinrich. Maybe I was a bit hard on you too. Share my shizzle, and then we can talk. So where are we at? Are you going to pull a marathon stream and call both the UFC, Dustin Poirier, and Nah, I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna do that. You know, I don't live at the computer. Some people do, and good for them. But that ain't me. That's not me. No, that's not me. Show me how to do a screenshot. A screenshot. I'm telling you, the man calls it a screenshot. And that's why I don't like to talk about the fella too much, because I don't dislike him, but because of his arrogance, because he didn't realize he was actually here to learn anywhere you go when you're starting out in something. He said he was going to start his own channel, but thought, why don't you just jump in with me? Okay, well, when you jump in with me, you're learning. You're learning. I'm no veteran when it comes to this broadcasting shiznicks, but I know a little bit. I know the duration of how long this channel's been alive. I also know when I was over on TBV, I was there to learn. And that's what I did. I soaked up as much information as I could, and then transferred that over to my own shizzle. So a lot of the things I know, little techniques, little technical aspects, I learned from over there. So that's what you do. When you go somewhere, you learn. Even Heinrich knows what a screenshot is. Damn it. Don't even know what a screenshot is. You see, bro, I'm not here to cuss down the fella. He had a golden opportunity to learn, but instead he doesn't know what a screenshot is, calls it a scream with an M, not an N, scream shot. Doesn't know what let's call it what he calls it. He doesn't know what a scream shot is. Jeez Louise, you should have been listening. You should have been listening and learning, fella. You shot your own self in the damn foot talking about, and was in, where's that comment earlier on? And he was in the where's that comment the Philip Carl Roberts made? He was actually in the video, in the interview video, talking shizzle, talking greasy. The killer whale was in the friggin' video, was in the friggin' interview video, talking shit. Let's just say what he was talking shit in the video. And what else? Raphael asked for honest feedback on the matter. Troy did come in when Spencer Fearon was on talking shit. I did not agree with that either. Yeah, I saw him. I was doing an interview and you got a man there talking shit. Talking about, you're not going to amount to nothing. The funny thing is this. Troy Graham saw Spencer on a different show. Okay? On a different show. And he said, let's get this guy. And didn't know his name. He gave me fear. I said, Fearon? I said, yeah. I said, Spencer Fearon. He said, yeah. Spencer the Night Fear. I said, yeah. And I have to be careful how I word this, because I know that the killer whale probably going to go and try and misconstrue my words, take my words and misconstrue them. We're coming to the end of the show. But so he saw that and he came into the interview with Spencer talking shit to me. Yeah, Raf, you didn't do your preparation. I thought, what the hell is this shithead on about? You didn't do this, you didn't do that. Yeah. And you know what? That's what the man does, talks pure shit. So he's talking this shit and I'm thinking, do I just press this button and get rid of him? Do I just press this button and ban him? I don't know if you've ever done a video, but if you've ever done a video and there's somebody who should know better, I mean, there's a lot of idiots. There's someone who should know better, talking ish. Then you can just press a button and get rid of them. And I toyed with the idea. I thought, no, carry on. Let him carry on. So let him carry on. And he says, you're not going to get the numbers. You're not going to get this. You're not going to get that. Okay. So let me just do something. Let me just do something right now. Right this very, what the hell's going on? What the hell's that? That's a totally different. Oh yeah, I know why that's there. Okay, I'm seeing something here which I wasn't expecting to be seeing. That's cool. So let me go to my. Let me bring you up. Let me bring you up a scream shot, shall I? Shall I bring you up a scream shot? Okay, let me go to my channel. Let me show you something. And I'm also inclined to show you how the subscriber levels flatlined when he was here, which he thought I was joking. I actually wasn't joking. I've taken a screenshot of it actually took a picture of it, and I can deliver that anytime. It's on my phone. So you thought I was joking. Probably some of you thought I was joking. I wasn't joking. The thing kind of flatlined. Not totally flatlined. It was like a bit hilly, small hills and valleys, but kind of flatlined, towards the flatline. The subscriber base wasn't increasing under him, or very slightly. So let me show you something. Let me show you something. Let me show you something. Okay, so let's pause that. Let's pause that, and let me share that screen. Let me share the screen with you. Stop sharing that and start sharing something different. We're coming to the end, folks. Okay, there it is. Boom. Boom. You seeing it? Boom. Okay, let me make it better. Let me make it more better. More better, more better. Let me stop sharing whatever it is. Let me stop that. Bring that down. Bring that down. Bring that down. Where's that comment? Bring that down. And let me also... Oh, I don't need full screen on that. And bring the branding down. Where's the branding? Oh, yeah. There it is. Boom. Okay, so the branding's down. Oh, let me see if I can show you what you need to see. Okay. Let me see if you can see what I've highlighted. Can you? No, it's too small. Okay, let me bring it up. Let me boost this. Put the booster seat on it. Let me put this thing in the booster seat. I'll take it up another ledge. Okay. 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 Right. So you can see there. I hope you can see there. Can you see here? You see what this said? You see what that says? Right, it says 4,447. Yeah, that's views. 4,447. Now, the killer shark, the killer whale. Killer whale was saying, oh, you haven't done your prep. Yeah, actually, that interview has been extremely well received. Extremely well received. And that's the long and the short of it. It was a damn good video. Even people who don't agree with the sentiments being said in the video acknowledge that was a damn good video interview. Check my tweets. Oh Lord, I'm scared. I'm scared. So I don't know if you can see that figure. 4,447 views, ladies and gentlemen. That figure. I have to be careful how I word this, because the killer whale might take what I say and take it somewhere else and take it out of context and make it sound like I'm saying something bad. But just to put into context, that figure of 4,004, it's not actually the full figure. Let me just go backstage. Let me go backstage and find out what the real figure is, because that's just a figure that gets uploaded every so often, but it's less than the real figure. So where is this? Okay, let me go backstage and find out the actual figure right now as we speak, what the real figure is. Let me do that. Let me do that in the analytics. Let me go to the analytics and find out what the real figure is currently. I'm into analytics. Where we at? Okay, so the real figure. Hold on, that's saying the same thing as it is on. Let me go into video then. Let me go into the video analytics. Okay, for the real figure. Where is it? Oh, okay. So it is the real figure. It's 4,448. I thought it was a bit more. I thought we touched the 5,000. I thought, let me update this. I could have swore we'd reach 5,000 on this. No. It says 4,404. Oh, it says the exact same thing. Okay, I could have swore we'd reach 5,000. I could have swore, but hold on. Let me go back into the analytics and see how it's trending. Let me see how many views. Okay. So it's at 10 views in the last 60 minutes. Okay, fine. This video has had 60. What we're doing now has had 68 views in the last 60 minutes. So 10 views, yeah, still trending up. What is it? 4,400. Yeah, hopefully by tomorrow morning. By tomorrow morning, we'll have touched 5K on the Spencer Fearon interview. And also, bear in mind that YouTube has been playing silly buggers with me ever since I started touching on the social upheavals going on since the George Floyd murder. And since I've been touching on those subjects, been doing live shows on those subjects, YouTube has defavoritized me in a sense that now it takes 12 hours for a video of mine to upload. So I do a video back in the day, it would have taken 3 to 4 hours, would have been long. 4 hours waiting for a live video, a live show to upload, but now it's 12 hours. It's standardly 12 hours. Nothing ain't uploading, nothing ain't coming up to 12 hours. So basically that means that only people with the link, only people who have subscribed and hit the bell icon will have the link to that show. And so only they can see it, in their notifications. Everybody else, the general populace, can't see it. So that means that effectively the YouTube algorithms, they're stifling the live shows. They're stifling the visibility. So that means that after the show's gone live, after it stopped live, that no random person can see it. So that's why what I do is, yeah. That's why. It says it said it did over 5. I could have swore it was for over 5. Now it's saying 4,400 and something. I could have swore it was over 5. But anyway, it's just YouTube. It's just YouTube being YouTube. Okay, fine. So anyway, like I said, now it takes 12 hours to go live. 12 hours. 12 hours for a live show. 12 hours for a live show to be visible to the general public. So that's hampering my thing. But fortunately, the Rafi ain't no dummy. So what I did was I edited the live show. Well, I didn't edit the live show. I left the live show as it was, but I took the interview from the live show. I made a copy of the interview from the live show and then made that as a individual video. That's a standalone individual video. So it's taken from the live show. It's from the beginning to the end of the interview, but none of the stuff beforehand. And I don't know any of the stuff after it. No, just simply the interview. And it is that's got 4,500. I thought it was 5,000, whatever. 4,447. It's that. If I didn't do that, had I not done that, the video would have been kind of hidden. YouTube would have hidden that video for 12 hours. And I dread to think how poor the numbers would have been. But fortunately, because I had the foresight, I knew what YouTube were doing. I know what they're on. I just made a copy of the interview and made a standalone video. And it is that standalone video that is doing the numbers. And incidentally, you see, the fat killer whale who was slagging me off in the interview. It's ironic because the interview that he saw the guy in that prompted him to want to get the guy on. The interview that he saw, I think, has done. I'm not slagging that off at all. It's nice. I haven't listened to it, but I saw the thing, and that's done something like 700 views. So this interview has done what? 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42. This interview has done in numbers has done over 6 times better. So a message to the killer whale. Yeah, you was in that interview. You was in the interview slagging it off, saying it wasn't going to amount to nothing, saying, oh, you hadn't prepared, oh, you haven't done this, oh, you're not going to get the numbers. Well, listen, my friend, the numbers are 6 times better than the interview that you saw him in that prompted you to want to get him over here. I'm tempted to go into YouTube and pull up Cool Mo D. How you like me now? Matter of fact, let's finish on that. Matter of fact, let's finish on that. Let's do that. Let's make the dream into a reality. Let's go into YouTube. Let's not just talk about it. Let's be about it. Let's go Cool Mo D. Cool Mo D. How you like me now? Let's go. Let's finish on that. Let's finish on that. Let me cue this up. So I only get the hook. We only need the hook. We only need the hook to play us out. Hold on a second. I'm gonna have to mute this mic. I'm gonna have to mute this mic so I can get to the hook. I'm gonna mute this mic so I can get to the hook. Okay, we got it lined up. And I Raphael has a YouTube dossier. Shizzle my nizzle. Last time I messaged you was over 5K. YouTube playing. I could have swore it was over 5K. I could have swore. Thanks for the confirmation. Thank you for the confirmation. So, it's YouTube doing what YouTube do. It's YouTube doing what YouTube do. I hope you're talking about me. I hope he earns at least a little money with all the effort he puts into this channel. Oh, me. Yeah, cool. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Last time I messaged you. Yeah. 100. I could have swore we'd hit 5K with that. Okay. So, yes, it's where's that thing? Where's that banner? Where is that banner I had before? Where is it? Where is it? Oh, there it is. Boom. That come up it comes up nicely. Boom. Boom. Okay, that comes up nicely. Okay, so let's cut the music. Should I cut the music or should I just let it play? Should I just let it play? I'm gonna let it play. I'm gonna take a risk. Why do I take so many risks, damn it? Why do I take so many risks? But yeah, this is for the hater. This is for the hater. The false alligator. Lovers, haters, false alligators. And this is for you. It's only a couple of words. 1, 2, 3. How you like me now? How you like me now? 3 words. 3 little words.
How you like me now? How you like me
now? Oh my gosh.
Now.
How you like me now, baby? How you like me now?
How you like me now?
It's the Raphael Dawkins, it's the Combat Radio, and it's the and it's the How You Like Me Now.
You like me now?
It's Raphael Dawkins, it's the Combat Radio, it's the much appreciation to everybody.
How you like me now?
It's the like, it's the subscribe, it's the comment, it's the shares, and we are out. Blessed.